Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Still getting through that voice, but we'll get through. We will get through. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for joining me and being a part of the live stream. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. Bitcoin looking good, getting it on the lows. You stayed here. You got Bitcoin on the low. You didn't buy it at 70K. You didn't buy the top, baby. If you're with me, you just might catch the bottom. You never know. But if anyone's going to catch the bottom, it's going to be the Crypto Lifer, the guy that dedicated every single day of his life to crypto. Shout out to each and every one of you and dedicated every single day of my life to each and every one of you. I love you all. Thank you for giving me what I gave back. I can't believe it. You give the world what you have, and the world just responds, baby. The world responds to you. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. Let me start off the bat without wasting your time, and let's get it going. Also, today is a big day. Today is a big day. We teach class today. Yes, that's right. We teach class today, 3 to 5. Let me get that ticker up and running. We teach class today from 3 to 5 New York City time, Eastern Standard Time. Jump on into class. It does say the last Saturday of every month because we also do that too as well. But jump into class. It's still open for you to jump on in. We still have a big class today, but if you want to still jump on in, email CryptoLifers@gmail and pay with cryptocurrency. It costs $99 to get yourself educated, get yourself started, invest in yourself, begin your first investment in yourself in the cryptocurrency space, and start off with the guy that shows up every single day, the Crypto Lifer. You can't go wrong. I'm going to show you what we did last night in the trading group. I'm going to show you what you missed if you weren't in the Discord, and we're going to break it down and show you. Now, this pattern is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. It's called a complex inverted head and shoulder because it has multiple sides to it. That's what this is, a complex inverted head and shoulder. Now, 68% of the time, this should break to the upside. We should get a nice break to the upside all the way for Bitcoin here out of the inverted. And that's why I got this here, the measured move. That measured move is also the width of this triangle to the upside as well. And this is a symmetrical triangle. Okay, I have labeled here nicely for my lifers. Bilateral pattern, symmetrical triangle, breaks up 50-50. And this is what you get when you, I already gave them an 8. If you're in my Discord and you woke up this morning, all right, you already got so much awesome information. Had you shorted, look, we shorted ETH on May 31st. May 31st, ETH up 372% from the shallow cup and handle, bouncing off the 618. You can see no stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. Maybe I should join the group. No stop loss. I always get my stop loss hit, but this guy, he hit a no stop loss. 372%, no stop loss. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. And also, we gave another beautiful trade last night, Pawn. Let's take a look at what I saw about Pawn. I'd like to break you through it. So, I'll give you Pawn in a second. Let me just go through Bitcoin right now. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. What an amazing group of people you are. Shout out to each and every one of you. 368 people on the live, 158 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It would be so wonderful. And what, are people not finding the stream today? Are we all over the place? I did restream to multiple places. We're trying something new. We are live on Twitter right now. If you follow me on Twitter, you will catch me live. I've never went live on Twitter. It's a new thing. So look, I am live right now on Twitter. You can catch the live on Twitter if you like. Nobody's watching it though. I don't know. I have two different views on the restreaming. Harris Heller, one of the biggest streamers, says you should just stick to one stream and push to one stream. He says he sees no benefit in going other places because you want people to come to the same place over and over again. And there's another restreamer who says, no, restreaming is good because you might just get a secondary person somewhere else, you know? I didn't realize we had the secondary camera up. I forgot about that one. Funny. What do you guys like about the secondary camera? If I keep it small, I think it's cool, right? It doesn't really bother anybody. So I have some conflictions here. This inverted head and shoulder should break up 68% of the time. But then we have a bilateral triangle that should break up 50% of the time. And we're high on the stochastics, RSI in the 15, which is called overbought. We're also getting overbought on the 1 hour. Let me get rid of my doodles here. My doodling doodles. Let me bring that music down just a tad, right? It might be a little loud for the crew. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Am I overmodulated too as well? It says I am, but I don't know. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Okay, so check it out. You got to go to school. You got to go to school. You got to go to school. Can you add a third camera? Yeah, I can. I'll add a pant camera. I'll add a camera in your house. How's that? We can look at you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So the 1 hour likely to dump to the downside, in my humble opinion. Why? Well, the Stokes are getting overbought, and you can't get above resistance. This is heavy resistance now at about 22,000, 300 area. So 22.3 is your resistance. You've wicked up. And again, bulls must see this wick here. Bulls must take back 24,400 to even consider being bullish. That's our big resistance that we need to get through. Okay. So check it out. I never let my schooling interfere with my education. Hold on 1 second. I would always print out these quotes that I used to love, and I would keep printed quotes all the time, and this quote is that quote that I love, man. Some men see things as they are and say why. I dream of things that never were and say why not. I could have woken up and said, why are they doing this? Why are these politicians? Why is this world like this? And I said, no, I'm going to make the crypto lifer and we're going to make it happen. So I see a short coming for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, but anything is possible. You got a shoulder, head, and shoulder here too. See if the 7 minute can save you. 7 minute may just save you for a pop here and make you go sideways. So I'm seeing a decision for Bitcoin. The probability is likely we're going to go to the downside. Measured move is 19,000. That's the probability based on the stochastics RSI, but it doesn't guarantee. It's not a guarantee. Normally, I have more of I have a good feeling of the short. Right now, I don't know. I'd say, they might actually press us down, press us back up. I could see a flash press up and a flash press to the upside. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP might just give us that last bit of insight that we're looking for. Let's see if the 5 minute wants to flip on us. Yeah, 5 minutes low saying, hey, I want to hold this area. I like my low trend line. I could go sideways for a little while. That could pin the 15 minute and give it a little legs before it pumps back up to the upside. Good morning, CryptoLifer. Yes, the direction is unclear. The 3S tokens are low as F at the moment. Inverted shoulders. Yeah, counter trade YouTubers. Flaxmack. BOOKMAP. I'm not a YouTuber, man. I'm just a guy who goes over the charts that happens to be on YouTube, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And honestly, if you counter traded me, you'd probably get rocked because we are very, very accurate on the show. Extremely. Like we called the short yesterday during the show. Bang, that short went down very nicely. We called the bearish retest yesterday. If you're in my trading group, we nailed Bitcoin perfectly to a T. I can take you through a flip book exactly how Bitcoin went up or down. I don't even know if I have the time. Join the trading group. Jump on in. Get excited. See what's going on. See why people are loving it. See why people write so many amazing testimonials every single day here. Like people are just writing testimonials. Like I wake up every day to just joy. People writing amazing things in the testimonial group. It's awesome. Like, I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. If I go here and I just peruse, I'm so deep in the green today, 100% gains. It's pretty nice. This guy's up $2,500 on 69% on unrealized profit. New lifer, 3 days old, made 2 trades you mentioned and paid my membership. Don't justify the haters by acknowledging them. You rock. See that? I mean, this guy's P&L. He's not made 40%, 53%. He's just starting out. He's starting to get himself going. This guy, just so many, there's just so many people, man. I've only made 2 trades since yesterday. Etho and coal combined, I hit for 24%. Left a lot on the table, but the biggest indicator I'm learning is for being a lifer is that I had a habit of making a good trade and getting out with good profit. Chasing green candles and buying back to lose it all. Thank you, Sammy, and everyone here for making me a better trader. Made $100 watching the Lifer's TA on Bitcoin. Auto subbed right away, now making gains without leverage. I am very happy that I found the Lifer, as I lost my job due to COVID, learning TA and making money to provide for my family. Thank you very, very much. $3,200 in profit in 2 weeks after joining the trading group. Amazing. Thank you. Best 99 I ever spent. Thank you for the education you blessed me with over the past few months. Yesterday I made 200% gains. The group is growing, and to be even more stronger with the knowledge you selfishly give with the Bootcamp Learning Library and the Firestream Everyday Lifer Chat. Your beginner's class was even more revealing as it set the foundation for what I'm doing now. It's truly eye-opening for understanding the power of probability. When it starts to play in your favor, it's humbling. I'm grateful. I respect what you're doing. Don't stop for nobody. Keep it going. Thanks again, baby! And I won't stop for anybody. The haters can eat my shorts. They can eat my socks, just like Jordan Cameron. They can eat my socks. So right now, I say we go sideways. 15-minute goes tight. This is going to get tight to the channel. You're going to see an explosive move for Bitcoin in the next 2, 3, 4 hours. It's either going to go up or down. To me, it's likely to go to the downside based on the 1 hour stochastics RSI. Based on the 1 hour. So probability is about 70, 80% that we drop to the downside out of this bilateral symmetrical triangle. That's what I'm giving you. So to me, it's a 50-50 shot. There's a bit of uneasiness. We're sideways. But if I had to give you my call is to the downside, shorting BTC. All right. Most people are beginners. They're not sure how to short Bitcoin. They don't know exactly how to do it. We're going to teach you. We teach people how to short every single day here on the live stream because you need to know how to trade both ways. It's very, very important you trade both ways. Extremely important, actually, you trade both ways. Your whole life depends on you trading both ways if you want to become a crypto lifer, because you can accumulate a lot of USDT while trading the lows, and then you have piles of money to buy coins at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? We take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP is also agreeing with me. There's way more liquidity down here than there is up here. That suggests we're coming down. 21,800 is very, very likely, all right? We've been playing it this way recently. We've been saying there's more here than there. We're going to come down here by the probabilities. 21,800 is our target. 21,007. You see a little scant orders here, but the biggest order here, 21,008 for BOOKMAP. What is this? This is showing me where the whales are putting their orders, where everyone in the market really is putting their orders, right? On Binance Futures, and it's showing me who's getting liquidated as well. Look, 4,674, 2 liquidations. 623, 2 liquidations. Not a lot. They actually cleared the path. I mean, whoever was getting, if you guys saw yesterday, I never saw more liquidations in my life yesterday. And that's good. You want to see all these people start to get liquidated. You want to see all these longs hanging on. If you found the stream, then help someone else find them by hitting that like button. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We got the ticker below you too, so you can see what's happening in the space. We had GRT at 3%, right? IOST hanging on at 135. I got into IOST at half a penny. That thing's still holding close to a 3x, up 1.9%. KNC Kyber Network, something you may want to look at. Been strong through the bear market and building, up 4%. Kusama, one of the polka dot lovers, up 9.7% today. Link at $6, 13% today for Link with the staking, making people love it and getting juicy. I am a long-term holder of Chainlink. I will hold it until it hits $500 a coin. I humbly believe it will by 2025. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Shout out to the 561 lifers out here, 244 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Yesterday, we got to 900 people on the live. So is 500 enough? I think we can go all the way to 1,000 today. I think we can go to 1,000. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think we can go to 1,000. I think there's no reason we can't breach 1,000 today and go to the moon. I need every single one of you guys, though. I need every single one of my lifers to hit that like button right now. If you're feeling the energy of the universe, if you're feeling one with us, if you're connected, if you're feeling like a lifer, hit that like button, please. I'm channeling the energy from the tops of my head, from the tips of my toes. Let's go, baby. Let's go every single day on the live. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's get that music bumping. Let's get it jumping. Let's get it bumping. Let's get it popping. Let's get the energy up, baby. Nobody has the vibes. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. 1,000. We should be at 10,000 watching the knowledge getting dropped. Thank you so much. Get in on Orbit Chain. I like Orbit Chain. I think it's nice. I know what it does. Devin, it's an amazing group of like-minded people wanting to change their lives in only positive ways. The amount of knowledge being thrown around in the group is insane. Link to join is under the video. Yeah, let me grab that link right now. And pin it. Shout out to all my lifers. How y'all doing today? How are my lifers doing today? You know, we forgot something. Can you believe it? How could have we done that? Especially, it's when I'm on the grind, when I'm on the move. We forgot the lemon water, everybody. How dare you guys let me do that? Put the lemon in the water. Put the lemon in the water. Love your work. Shout out to my man, Chief Dubas 3, man. Love you too, man. The vibe is wrecked vibe. Shout out to everybody here. The vibe is not wrecked. We made 300% shorting ETH. And last night we made gains. I'm going to show you the gains we made in the channel. And we short the market and make gains, baby. Every single day is an opportunity to take money out of the market. If you're not looking at it that way, you are slipping and tripping. My bad. You just don't have your head on right. You got to screw that light bulb in all the way, baby. Screw that light bulb in all the way. Let's take a big chug of the lemon water. Let's get that pineal gland going. Let's get ourselves decalcified, alkaline, ready against acidity, where we can be moving. We don't have inflammation. We're bobbing. We're moving. It's all about working out. Did you work out this morning? I did work out. I pressed it a little bit. Had to skip my last 5 minutes because I started too late. I'm going to have to get back on the horn. I think I'm going to have to work out later on today to kind of make up for it. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get that lemon water. Let's take a big chug. Let's have that life. Then we're going to get to the honey, and then we're going to get back in to the charts. Then we're going to get to the money. We're going to get to the lemon water, the honey, then we're going to get to the money. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. 333 likes on the live. Can I get the likes all the way up to the watches? We got 200 people that just feel afraid. That like button won't electrocute you, man. Don't worry. Hit that like button. It will not mess up your hair. You know? Remember the other day I drank too fast. You talk a lot. You get the air, then you drink an air bubble. You'll get a whole pain in your stomach. It'll hurt so bad. Okay. Time for impressions. Who am I? You know, so basically, I'm going to talk like slow. I'm going to look at a bunch of candles. And I'm going to spend some time on a candle. And, you know, and then we're going to talk about a candle. That 200-day, though. I mean, that 200-day. I mean, wow. Sorry, shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we're going sideways, right? We're going sideways and most likely to the downside based on the 1 hour. However, the 15-minute will lead you. If this pumps back up, this might be a big pump on the 15-minute. So wait for this to curl. Wait for this to see if it's a fake out breakout. I want to see the 15-minute curl to the downside. When the 15-minute starts to curl, that's when I would open up my short. Short was actually there too. The good on this 15-minute roll, that was the perfect short at the top of the channel. We flip it upside down, just like playing along. You want to be down here for the move to the upside. You can see how this looks like it's going to break out if you flip it upside down. See? So it's aggressively the wrong direction. Can't wait to see your Lark impression, but you need more flamboyant shirt. I did a Lark impression recently. This shirt's not too bad. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. I actually love Lark. I've been watching that dude for forever, you know? And before he got his facelift, got rid of the glasses and changed his complete look altogether. He got money and he was like, now I'm going to look like a G. He got money and he's like, now I'm a G, man. You know? He does look kind of G now, though. You got to give it to him. Can't wait to see your Lark impression. I liked the class and really enjoyed it. But didn't learn anything about the shorts. Working out with some exercise bands at home now. They're great. Ever try those for curls and stuff? Yeah, I mean, you got to use whatever you can. They're good. Yo, Lifer, I like the thumbnail today. I thought you were running from the fire at first, but then I noticed that you were just grabbing your coat. Running looks cooler. Do it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Lifer. Fitz hit. I know none of these guys. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Shout out to all my moderators coming through. Thank you, Roddy Robinson, Wen Dizzle, Stack McChange, Love Learning, Philippe, East Jordan, David Kendall, Zero Allegiance, and all my awesome Philippe, man. I love you, bro. Wayne Mustafa in the house, and everybody here. Send in a super chat if you want to do a deep dive on a coin, go over something you want to look at. My mods will grab that. We'll have it up, and we'll get ready to keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Are you feeling good? I said, are you feeling good? Can I get a thumbs up in the comment section? Are you feeling good today? Do you realize today is the first day of the rest of your life? Don't let anybody tell you can't accomplish every single thing that you have in your mind. Do not use the word try and want. They're bad words. What they do is they create lack. You're going to use do, will, affirmations, actualize it, execute. And first you want to actualize it, then you want to plan it, then you want to execute. You say, this is what I want to do with my life. You see it, you envision it. Then you plan it out, you write down how you're going to get there, then you execute the plan. It's very, very simple. Trading is the same way. That's how we hit pawn last night. Let's take a look at pawn for gains. Massive gains for pawn last night. If you're sitting with us, Marlon. And how did we see pawn was going to blast to the upside, up 38%, almost hit my target, a little low, so up 36% gains for pawn. We put this out last night. No lie, on my life. Strike me down if I'm lying. May God strike me down if I'm lying. All of a sudden, I'm just like, But right here, look, pawn, right here. 6-9. Hold on, I'm like, wait. Yeah, here it is, right? I was like, where is it? So here we put out pawn last night at 11 p.m. last night. I was working hard. Celtics lost. I took to the charts to get my vengeance out. And I started going through the charts. I was like, man, these Celtics, man. I love my Celtics. It was tough, though. So I saw this about to break out. 15-minute was pushing to the upside. MACD had falling volume, falling price. Everything was there. I was worried about a shoulder, head, and a possible shoulder, but we were dipping out. Kind of negated that pattern. 200-day moving average at the bottom of the price action. This thing looked ready to rock. And then before and after, bang, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. And we teach you this every single day in my group. And the market was horrible. Bitcoin was sideways, up and down. Nobody really knew what was going to go down. And as you can see, bang, 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 we nailed pawn for 36.5% gains yesterday. So coming to the stream, we'll teach you what we're looking at later on, what we're going over, and what we're seeing. So sword fight stack. Wait a second. Arm wrestle 0. Let's go. ADA's Soul Chain Link up double digits, but ETH and Bitcoin down. Why? Good morning. Hey, man. Best year in the game. The man is giving it for free. Let's hit that like. Come on, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And guys, you got to get me to 1,000 likes. We got 1,000 people on the live stream recently. 1,000 people. Come on now. Everyone else is making gains, making memes, messing around. We're giving you the education every single day. Another reason you may want to take some profits here. Just some bearish divergence on pond, you know. But the profit taking is there when you hit my target. Anywhere near the target, 70%, 100%, anywhere in that area. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have got into that trade based on their own technical analysis and then seen what they liked in the chart. So let's get into the world markets. Let's do what we do here every single day of the show. We got over Bitcoin. I gave you what I believe is happening for Bitcoin. We have that in a bit of a nutshell. All right. Let's take a look at tether dominance. Wow, that's a shoulder. That's a head. That's a shoulder. That is likely to dump to the downside. This is what Bitcoin's in right now, right? So you can see Bitcoin's in this. Kind of telling me that Bitcoin's likely to highly like maybe. So maybe we make one more right shoulder here. Complex head and shoulder. The measured move is to the downside. And you should have bearish divergence coupled with this and oversold MACD. You kind of do. The MACD did get extended there when you did get high. You have swing up to swing up on price action. And you have swing down to swing down here. And that is bearish div. It did play out. But it's also overbearing. It usually says you're going to go down more. And the 21 and the 200-day moving average are far apart. I like to get into trades when the 21 and the 200 are very, very tight. If you stay tuned towards the end of the show, I'm going to show you where Bitcoin will bottom. Highly likely where Bitcoin will bottom based off my strategies. All right? Things that I've been putting together for a few years and then I kind of perfected over time. So the dollar index, U.S. tether dominance struggling. I like to see that. We want to see that peak. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour wants to boom. So what we need sideways behavior. So you're in this pattern here. And what we really need is we need Bitcoin to go sideways in the 1 hour and complete the cycle. So this is going to be pretty sweet, everyone. We got to actually have a really, not easy, but sometimes it's a lot easier to figure out which way we're going. I have the price pretty trapped in something I've been doing for a long time. So what we want to see is two things. We'd like to see this bend and get a nasty drop out of that. That is a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. If you don't know, they break down 68% of the time. They're very strong patterns and they can definitely break down. So and you got bearish divvy, you got it all there. You got it all there. So just something to think about, right? MACD still turning, wanted to make a move. So what we want to see is this. We want to see the 1 hour stochastics turn back up. What we would like to see, right? And we would like this to go sideways or a breakout, fake out, go sideways, dump, right? We want to see a double top, maybe those cat ears like we were showing you before. We don't want to breach this resistance. We'd love to get rejected by a double top here. So that's what we're looking at for the dollar index. So it looks like today, Bitcoin's going to struggle or go sideways. But by this afternoon, 5 or 6, we're going to have some trades to open because then we're going to be ready to rock. And if you're in my trading group, we'll be firing off things, my elite charters, and we're ready to give you the meat to sink your teeth into, the juicy bits and pieces to trade to get you going. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I greatly, greatly appreciate you jumping into the live and being a part of the live stream, sending in the chat, sending in the super chat, sending in the love. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right. First day, we've had no chat revenue in the first half an hour of the show, but that's fine. We got a lot of new people. They don't know how the show works. They don't get what's going down. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I say it a lot, but I don't mind saying it again and again because words can't not fully express my gratitude for my channel and each and every one of you for being here. ADA is making a name for itself this week. Michael Saylor, unrealized loss is greater than 1 billion. Now he seems calm about it. I don't think he cares. It's Bitcoin, man. I wish the Boston Celtics could have won last night, Sam. I know, me too, man. Saylor got liquidated yesterday, right? Bitcoin went under 21K. I don't think he'll get liquidated. He'll call a margin call on more money. I really do. I think he has a plan not to get liquidated. Anything is possible. But I wouldn't believe that he's a billionaire, man. He can find, and people know he's the, see, the thing is, it's not about being the richest person in the world. It's about being the person that everyone knows that if you get poor, you can get rich again. Everybody knows Michael Saylor is one of the smartest people in the world. Like, he'll figure it out. He has said many times, if you ever research him and watch his interviews, he's also not the smartest dude in the world. He said Bitcoin was dumb. Like, Michael Saylor's negative Bitcoin tweet, right? Like he called Bitcoin trash and said it was going to go down, but he at one point he had a bearish tweet for Bitcoin. See if we can find it here. The days are numbered. It seems like just a matter of time before it suffers the same fate as online gambling. December 2013. So then he jumped in at the highs. He should have been getting it at $200-300. Richard Hart had a point. Richard Hart said, hey, I showed him back then. I called the bottoms there. I was getting in. He was calling the tops. Like, you do whatever you want, Could we go to 10K? There's a chance we go to $10,000. Why am I buying more Bitcoin? I'm going to break it down in a little while. I'm going to show you some Pi cycle charts. I'm going to show you where the top is, where the bottom is. We call the top for Bitcoin. I have a video where I actually said where the exact top would be, and that's actually where the top was. I have a video before it happened. I showed you how to find it, and it actually played out exactly as it should have. Now, I didn't even take my full own advice, but at the same time, I did put out if you go back in time, we have that timestamp. It was like 2 years ago or something like that. We'll get the video up. But we called the top, and I'll show you how we did it. If you want to stay tuned towards the end, I want to dangle some carrots for you. So you realize there's way more on this channel than other channels. So, okay, so head and shoulder on the U.S. tether dominance, likely to come to the downside here. However, we're low on the stochastics RSI. We must go sideways or do a breakout fake out. So I'm watching this for later on. Looks like we're going to be able to open a bunch of longs at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock this evening. So I'm excited for that. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Every day you got to look at the total market cap. And look, the 1 hour is in a beautiful inverted head and shoulder. See, if you flip this upside down, that's the head and shoulder that the U.S. tether dominance is in. See it? See? I have it upside down, but see, that's the head and shoulder. You go to total, and you flip it upside down and see how they look exactly alike, and that's correlated, uncorrelated assets, or demystified. They're basically the yin and yang. Let me start the ball rolling. Stay strong. Thank you for the $2 SGD. I have no idea what SGD is, but thank you so much. Anchor, my brother, what's the word? I respect people who change their minds based on new information more than people who consistently say the same thing, even when everything changes. Don't hold people now to things they said a decade ago. 100%. I like what you said. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I believe Michael Saylor will become one of the richest people in the world. Mark my words. Mark my words. Okay, so total market cap wants to bounce to the upside. However, like I've said before, it's just like Bitcoin. It's in a symmetrical triangle that could break up or down either way, and you're overbought on the 1 hour. You need a miracle toss. Like, that's it. You need a miracle toss or sideways behavior for the 15-minute to reset, 1 minute to reset, or maybe you make a big double bottom, and you come down here for a double bottom. So if we do dump, look for this time to break to the downside, and look for us to possibly make a bit of a double bottom here, something to look at. At that point, I'll reassess the situation, and we'll talk about it. But total is basically Bitcoin right now. We're going to see 50-50 shot going up or down. We need that miracle toss. Based on what the dollar looks like, the dollar index, U.S. tether, there's a chance we actually get a bit of a punch. But, we're indecisive. I don't make a trade right now. I would wait for the punch, okay? And I get in on the retest on the 15-minute reset. So we wait for the boom, we come back down, and that's going to be my sweet spot. Also, I'd rather wait for the 1 hour to come on down. So I don't mind if I miss this impulse. I'd rather see this. We might get a bearish retest here, and we might have to make another short like we did yesterday. What is a beautiful bearish retest, everybody? We called the bearish retest yesterday in the trading group and absolutely nailed it. If you're in my trading group, actually, I think this is really worth showing because it's worth going through. So let me just go through yesterday's kind of announcements and show you you can also get an idea of what you get in the trading group if you were privy to the information here. You paid $99. I mean, we also do a private weekly screen share. I also have token metrics here. I pay for token metrics. We have a token metrics room, which has links to all the token metrics information that you need. We post it every Monday. Then I post it every Wednesday. Updates. It's unbelievable. Anyway, let's get back into what I'm talking about here. So yesterday we called the short for Bitcoin. It was a beautiful play. Then we showed you how you could have shorted other coins as well. And we just want to take you kind of how we figured it out last night. All right, how we figured out what was happening. Yesterday at 9 p.m. Let's go through real quick. I'll do this fast because I want to get into new coins and show you guys. But I also want to teach and be able to give you guys kind of what's happening. And also justify why you should pay $99. A lot of people are asking, Bob, join my group. Why would you join somebody's group? I wouldn't give anyone $99 unless they show and prove to me. I'm Irish. I come from the hardest working people in the world. I'm not going to give you a penny unless you show me what you're made of. You know what I'm saying? Show me what you got. Okay, here. Where is this? Now watch it all. Yesterday at 7:30. Okay. Okay, right here. So it was last night. So last night, I see this descending triangle. It says probably how likely to dump. We dump. Then I show you the bullish divergence. I'm like, we're likely to get a pop here. I said, but if we do get a pop, look for the bearish divergence at the bottom of the descending triangle. This is the descending triangle, flat bottom with a diagonal top, right? So we should short to 21,100, maybe even a little lower. Position the short there if it does a fake out breakout, or get right there if we come into this. And the short entry was here too as well, which we made just the other day. And then we even called it short earlier on Friday night during the Celtics game. All right, so right here, look, watch for the bearish retest at the bottom of this descending triangle. We'll hit this. And I was saying, like, this is going to come and hit this and then retest. And then you're going to dump. And that's going to be the perfect entry to get into the trade. All right. This is gold. If you're a beginner right now, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Okay. And then we're saying it's going to hit and bearishly retest. All right. So look, it comes right there. And then I called it out. Bearish retest right there. Bang. I entered the trade immediately right there. Bang, bang, bang. Right as that red candle began. And I took .3S to the upside here. Some whale wailed on us, but I took it up for 14% real fast and then got out of the trade. It was a beautiful trade. That's how I use Bitcoin. Look, and then the bearish retest continued to dump, and then we went all the way to the target right there at 21,100, and it went exactly as planned. I saw it here. When it was here, I was waiting for the bearish retest. When the retest occurred, I snatched it, came down. I learned that by being in a trading group. A mentor taught me that. It took me 4 or 5 years to perfect that. And so if you want to become a good trader, if you want to take advantage of the market, you got to learn the technical analysis. Like, you got to. Like, you can't wing this. If you're losing money, if you're having problems, if you're not making any money, if you're struggling right now, I can help you so much. I can put you in the right coins, put you in the right place, and show you the proper technical analysis to be in. Look, last night I saw Pond was going to pump. Pond would pump to the upside, right? So anyway, let's get back into the chat. Let's talk about you and yours. But that's a learning experience right there for each and every one of you. The retest, the bearish retest, the bullish retest, all the retests. Super chats, ERSDL. Let's take a look at ERSDL. We'll have a super chat window going all the time, and we'll get back in. So this is my alt window, but we'll get right back in. We still have to finish the Dow Jones total. We're going to look at the Dow, though, up a little bit. Oh, no, down 178. It was up in the morning. I haven't looked at it yet. Happy birthday, Dustin Calva and Craig Wayne. Wow, happy birthday, man. Pond was sweet. Yeah, it was. Pond was amazing, right? What a nice move for Pond. Shout out to everybody here. You still bullish on LDA? What is LDA? Or Cadena? I've never really been that bullish on it. I did say to DCA, I thought it was going to be a good coin. I may change my tune, man. The whole market's kind of mixed. When we see a dump like this, I reassess. I think it's going to be a good coin. I don't like the premise of it because it's got like JP Morgan Chase and kind of seemed like a banker's coin or like, a Stanford. It's kind of connected, But at the same time, that also gives it its love. Stoked, I got my lifer neck gator swag in the mail. Can we check out ERSDL? Yeah. And let me show that in the testimonials, man. My man's rocking this swag. It's pretty cool. In the testimonials right here. Look at that. The lifer. That's so cool, man. Appreciate that. Billy McDonough, man. Shout out to Billy D. Thank you for jumping on in, my friend. Okay, and remember, today is class day. I have to say it again. Today is the beginner's course. Sign up 3 to 5 p.m. Get this information. Learn how I did that beat retest. Learn all these oscillators I'm using. Okay? Get situated. Get yourself ready to go. Jump on into the beginner's course today. Invest in yourself. Don't give your money to other people. Invest in yourself. You give your money to me, I'm going to give you every single thing I have like I do every day. Okay? Shout out to every single person here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at ERSDL. SURV looking kind of nice to be. Yeah, shoulder head and shoulder there. 15-minute. Wanting to pop back to the upside, though. Look at this. A wacky pattern for sure. Kind of a symmetrical triangle, descending triangle. However, they do break up 50%. Even though they are bearish, they're 50% shot. I could see this breaking out based on the 15-minute. I would watch SURV here, even though it is in that head and shoulder. My voice is cracking, man. What's going on? Even though it is in that head and shoulder, I would watch it closely here. 42%. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's a possible gainer here. Just something to look at. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, it's cooked. High risk, high reward at that point. 50-minute scalp only. Like, that would, scalp with a Bitcoin pop. That would be a fast scalp. Just be careful. DYP has been interesting to me. It's been having some fun. Been popping up. Let's take a look at ERSDL from my man, Billy McDonough. Shout out to Billy. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for the super chat, Billy. Thank you for moving the balls around in the jar. Much respect to you and yours. So we talked about it here for a move to the upside. Look Look for a lower low bounce or a retest. Look at that. I nailed that. And it went up. How many? Look at that. From my last call on this thing, up 83%. I don't even remember. I make so many calls. Like, it's like, wow. Like, that's left in the dirt, you know? Let's take a look at this, though. I like what you're saying here. This is looking really good compared to most other coins. Look at this. Let's make our bottom trend line. First things first. So sorry. Delete. When you look at a coin, the first thing you got to do, everybody, is look at your daily. All right? And you got to use your daily support and resistance. Look, that's a shoulder, head, funky head, but there's consolidation there on the daily. And the daily has room to go. It is pointing, but there's indecision there. And that's not the worst thing in the world. It's not up here penning. You know, it's not like turning above the dotted line. So it could flip on you if there's enough pressure on the 4 hour. You could get a flip. And that's when a flip is when a stochastic RSI, a smaller or a bigger time frame, just you can see so much pressure on it that it kind of bleeds into the other time frame and it flips that time frame. It's a beautiful thing. It's an awesome thing to know. Definitely use it to your advantage every time you can. Shout out to everybody here on the live. The West Coast jumps on in. They don't like waking up early with me, but the West Coast jumps on in. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, calling yourself crypto lifers, being a part of the live stream. I thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, look at this. ERSDL. The falling wedge broke to the upside. We marked our support and resistance lines. Here's our next Hail Mary area to watch out for. Really don't have much else to we don't have to worry much else about that. Now we're going to zoom in. All right. So I've set my support and resistance. I kind of have an idea of where we're at on the stochastics, how much momentum may or may not be around for ERSDL. Let's take a look at the 4 hour time frame. And honestly, immediately, that's beautiful consolidation. Like immediately, especially with Bitcoin. Most coins should be like they should have come down and just completely tanked. This was pumping into the dumping. And then so when it dumped, it kind of consolidated. This is looking very bullish to me. Shout out to anyone that, Billy, you're the man, dude. And that's what happens too. Now you're on the stream with 500 people. Like more and more people are getting educated in my group. It's getting scary. It's getting scary. 562 lifers now. We're on our way to 1,000 lifers, right? The live stream soon is going to be one of the most educated live streams to be a part of. Everyone in the live stream is going to be someone that's been tutored by me, educated by me, or even if you've been in the groups, we have so many people there that have been tutored by me. I believe if you just spend enough time in the Discord, you're eventually going to get the information that I tutor, you know? If you want it fast and furious and you need it now, sure, jump on into the beginner's course. And I think it's just a great idea to do. You meet me face to face. I give you a little bit of my life story. It's more than just a trading group. I give you the first 10 minutes to give you a little bit of my life story. You find out who I am. I break down a lot of what makes me tick. And then we teach class. And it's all about the knowledge. Knowledge is power. If you can gain yourself some knowledge today, you're doing the right thing. Every day you should be gaining some knowledge. Every single day. And I used to go on YouTube more often than I do now. I'm on YouTube, but YouTube was my place for knowledge. I got so much knowledge how to cook. How many people have looked up a YouTube and cooked an amazing meal? I've done it so many times. How many people have looked up YouTube and fixed something in their house? I broke a hose this is a great story. I broke a hose like a month ago. And not just broke the hose. I was trying to put a new faucet on because the faucet was old, and I bought a new fancy faucet with like dolphins on it. It looked so cool at Home Depot. I put it on. And I'm doing it, and I'm turning it, and I'm starting to turn it, and I'm like, I turned the copper. I don't even realize I got the copper spun. Next thing I go all the way, I pull out, the whole half pipe comes out. I've never done any of this in my life. It's like, what am I doing? I run out, I shut the water off. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what do I do? And I keep researching. I found that shark, I found PEX. I found shark stuff, these connecting things, shark teeth, shark tooth stuff. You know, I watched a YouTube video called My Buddy explained it a little bit cleaner to me. Shout out to Tommy, THC. My buddy, I love you, man. You know, I have good friends I moved back home, and all my good friends from back home really held me down. And I basically found a copper cutter. I cut the copper, removed that, replaced it with PEX. PEX, the shark teeth, the shark bite, whatever you want to call that stuff. And I replaced the whole L-shaped part of my inner hose. I called a plumber. None would come for the next few days. I was leaving in the next few days. I had flowers everywhere. I couldn't water anything because I had no water in the hose. And I was like, all my flowers are going to die. And no one was going to come. I had to make it happen. Like some days, no one's going to help you but yourself. You got to make it happen. And it's little things like that. So I could fix anything. I built walkways. I will go on YouTube and I will find the truth. The truth is on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, whether you believe it or not, the truth is there because learning how to do something is the truth. If someone teaches you how to do something and it's the right way, that's the truth. So ERSDL looks beautiful here on the 4 hour. 1 hour doesn't look that great. So we're going to have to wait for this sideways behavior for Bitcoin. Sideways behavior or this miracle pump up. So are we going to get a miracle pump up, come back down, consolidate? This is going to be your buy zone though. It's definitely where you want to get in onto a trade. In the last 25% in the tightness of the wedge, all right, this is a bull pennant. Bull pennants break up 68% of the time. This has a 68% chance of breaking to the upside. I don't like the 1 hour though. I'd put an alert down here, and when this alert comes on down, I would jump on in. There may be a miracle toss based on that inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin, and all the coins are going to boom up with that, and you may miss the boom if you wait for the retest of this RSI. That could happen. And you know what? I don't mind that. I know I'm just taking less risk when I do that, and if I miss that, then I missed a higher risk position. And I protected myself properly through the trade, right? If you're watching the live stream where you can't right now, but you have your Discord, you're getting these charts sent to you right away as well. So you don't have to be on the live stream to be privy to the information. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I really greatly appreciate all the newcomers coming on in. My name is Samuel James Price. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I've been trading for 15 years. I started trading just touching my phone and buying and selling things for 5 years. I had no idea what I was doing. Then I got into the Toronto Stock Exchange. Then I started trading gold and silver. Then I started trading gold and silver ETFs. I found it was easy to keep it simple. We started knocking it around, doing that. We went from there. Then I eventually got into crypto, started buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin looked a lot like gold and silver. I was a macro investor. I followed Peter Schiff in 2008. He said the housing crisis was going to crash. He predicted, everyone says no one predicted the housing crisis. That's hogwash. Peter Schiff did predict the housing crisis. He said it was going to crash. He said it was going to crash, you know, and he said to watch out. So this is something I do. I put an alert down here. I got an alert on ERSDL on the 1 hour time frame, and that's what the alert section is for. Are you using the alert section to your advantage, my friends? Are you using the alert section to your advantage? I hope you are. And we could miss the trade. The trade could pop. I've seen miracle tosses on the 7 minute and the 15, and we don't get that reset of the 1 hour. But what will happen there is we'll pop. You'll miss that, and it'll bullishly retest either here or maybe here, and then in the 1 hour will be low, and that will be the entry. So I know where the entry is going to be if things are right in the next 8 to 7 hours. So I'm already preemptively planning with a photographic memory and good recollection and total recall. No, I have total recall. Sometimes it feels like total recall, but you know, if you do it every day, you'll feel like you do have total recall. Wow, look at all these coins moving. Sand up, Vision up. We talked about Vision. Did Vision eventually pummel? Yeah, so it fell out of that channel. See, we got stopped out on Vision. Got very tight. Did we get a little bit of love? Let's see. We might have made like 5% and then gotten out. Very minimal gains though for Vision. Let's see. 10%. And you'd be up 10%, time to get out. Then you raise the stop loss to break even. So no one should have got actually even hit with the stop loss on that. Because once you get above entry, stop loss, once you're 5 to 7% above entry, you do whatever makes you happy. But once I'm 5 to 7% above entry, I am moving my stop loss immediately to protect my position. You do whatever makes you happy, but that's what I do. That's what the lifer does. I'm not playing games. All right. And take profits on these things. Look, their tweets are topping now, coming to the downside. 1 hour is pointing down. All right. Happy birthday, Dustin. I love you, brother. And happy birthday to the other guy. There's another guy. So sorry to say the other guy, but I just know Dustin for a long, long time. Hung out with him one-on-one. Stoked I got my Lifer Net Gators swag in the mail. Can we check out ERSDL, my man? Okay. All right, and I always do this roll call. I like to know where everybody is. Where are you from? Where is everybody from in this section? We got so many people from around the world. We got 717 people on the live. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We got 500 likes, too. The likes just got banged up. I didn't have to say a word. That means you like me. I'm doing the right thing. I don't have to beg for the likes. You guys do the right thing. Thank you so much. Kadena on a super chat. Thank you for the 500 Lifer likes. Myrtle Beach, Wisconsin, Houston, Florida, Chattanooga, UK, Tennessee, Dallas, Arizona, Barcelona, Boulder, San Diego, Los Angeles, Kansas City, Malaysia, Detroit, Lowell, Mass, man. Shout out to Lowell, baby. Shout out to Lowell. Dominic, you're going to get it, man. Become the richest dude in Lowell, man. Orange County, Cleveland, Chicago, India, Seattle, North Kakalaki. Whoa, I like that. Scotland, Charlotte, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Weak Hoots, man. Love you, brother. Shout out to Hash Puppy. Shout out to James. Shout out to all my awesome lovers of life. Christine, thank you for being here. Joshua Carrero, Mark, Brian, Luigi, Denver, Berlin, Texas, Moore, England, Cincinnati, North Carolina, Dorchester, baby. Shout out to Gloucester, Vegas, Latvia, Tampa, Seattle, Jangovac, Wyoming. Ooh, sounds like nice. Sunny side up, Florida, baby. Shout out to Roddy Robertson, St. Pete's, man. California, Fort Lauderdale, Slovenia, Queens, New York, baby. Shout out to Franklin Rodriguez. I lived in Queens for 15 years of my life, man. Shout out to Queens. 718, baby, 718. You must rest your voice by talking less, if possible, for faster healing. Thank you for saying that. Delaware, and no, I don't like. Grand Haven, Michigan, Kuwait, Idaho, Bong Island, my man. Hi, Lifer. Kelowna, Canada, Mississippi, Seattle. I grew up in Alaska, my man. Wow, what a beautiful place to live in Alaska, right? All the way out there, though. Savannah, Georgia, Portugal, Miami in the house. Please do, Luna. All right, let's get into the next super chat. And actually, let's do one thing. We got to give you the information. Let's jump into the show real quick. Let's jump into the show. Dow Jones. What are you doing to me, Dow? So the Dow just had a bit of a recovery. I almost don't believe it, but let's take a look. So we're hoping here that the Dow is going to make a V-shaped recovery, shoulder, head, and bounce back to the upside. I mean, you're in a falling wedge. You have to assume that the wedge will break back up until it doesn't. So I got this planned here. You guys know that's my plan. I'll put that out at another time. We'll delete this. We got to delete all my old work here. Also get my moving averages off. They kind of clutter up the eye a little bit. I want to take them off so you can kind of see what's going on. So we had this consolidation, but look, shoulder, head, shoulder, dump to the downside. Another reason I can't stand the Dow is because, like, it has all these spaces in it overnight, right? You don't get solid price action like Bitcoin. Bitcoin never stops. You get solid price action. So what you're looking for is like some bullish divergence on the 15-minute possibly, and you have really strong bullish. Swing down on the Dow Jones, swing up to swing up. Tells you that we may have found a bit of a bottom here. The bloodbath may be somewhat over. Everybody, lately I've been getting a pain in the back of my heel. It feels like a circulation pain. Feels like circulation. I don't know. It feels really weird. The back of my heel, right here, you know? If I had to guess, it feels like blood, circulation. You know? That's what my mind's telling me. I don't know. Sometimes your mind just has an intuition of what you're feeling. You really can't place it. So look, we go back to the 4 hour now, and we're in this downward spiraling channel, right? We've been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, fell through, came back down, and then I deleted my top line. Sorry, I didn't see it. But we have this drawn, see? We breached out a little bit, came back in, and now we're here. So it's just likely, okay, based on the 4 hour time frame, 1 hour, that we're going to get a bounce. All right? And we will bounce to the upside here. Now, we could get rejected and continue down. It doesn't mean the downtrend's over. But 4 hours in a falling wedge at the bottom of the channel, and we showed you the bullish divergence on the 15-minute, likely to get a bounce on the Dow Jones. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended the day bullish for the Dow. Let's take a look at the 1 hour is about to pounce. I mean, the Dow's going to end the day green. Mark my words. I think I'm 90% accurate telling you to your face right now. And again, nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, and I don't guarantee anything. But I somewhat guarantee, I shouldn't guarantee, but there's like a 99% feeling in my heart that the Dow will end up, not feeling, based on the TA, the Dow will end up bullish today. You know, it'll end green, but there's no guarantees. But it just, I've seen these oscillate. We're just like right here when we bounced. We're just like right here when we bounced. All the oscillators exactly the same. We're in the same place. MACD wants to turn. You're low on the MACD, low on the RSI. Like, everything's there for a bounce. You know, everything is there. So mark my words. Hold me to this. I love people hold me to this. Watch the Dow. Watch it at 4 o'clock. I'm basically making a bold prediction. The Dow will be green by the end of today. The Dow will be green. Anything is possible, though. So, all right, there's total. We've gone over total. And what are the levels total needs to hold, right? I mean, our last leg in the sand is right where we're at here, like that, this little chunky area. But Bitcoin doesn't really have that, which is interesting. $845 billion, you know, and so, but you're very beat down now. Look at the MACD just like completely collapsing, right? Like the lowest it's ever been. RSI extremely low on the 3-day chart too as well. And you're struggling a little bit, but you're indecisive on the 3-day, right? Levels to watch for the entire market cap, right? Wow, that was just a descending dump, you know? And again, length of your pole, pretty simple. And then we stopped at the previous support and resistance, which is this chop right here. You break this chop, you have nothing else really, like right here. You know, the top at 776. Funny, 1776, 776. Defending our freedom at 7076. That's quite interesting, right? As I've also promised everybody, if you stay tuned towards the end of the stream, I'm going to show you something amazing about the Pi Cycle chart. I'm going to show you how we found the top of Bitcoin and how we may find the bottom as well. I believe we'll be able to figure out where the bottom is. And I'm going to explain why I'm buying more Bitcoin and where, and what my reasoning is for it, and why I believe it's the right thing to do. I had to restrain my hand on pulling out 10K on this retired house equity and get some ETHs. They on discount. Yeah, I thought about getting 10 ETH this morning. 10 ETH probably a pretty good idea. Grab 10 ETH real fast, Mods, did my super chat go through? I just want Sam to know that he rocks. Luigi, we love you, man. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can find it here. Super chat's Kadena. Luigi sent a super chat. Let me know I rock. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Still waiting on that 15-minute and 1 hour for Bitcoin. Yeah, we just got to watch it out. We got to watch it out. Like, walk it out, watch it out. So we got to get back above, all right? We got to get back above $1.19 trillion right off the bat. Right off the bat. And we praying for a bounce on 850. We did get the bounce on 850. Can that bounce hold is the question, And are we actually in this channel? Kind of have two ideas here. Two spider lines. I almost cut off. That was like an inflated fake out. They broke us back in. I've been playing these ideas and they've been playing out for me pretty well. That was the tighter channel. Can we get a bounce to the upside here? 3 days could flip indecisive. The daily wants to bounce hard. 22 hours, very, very bullish. Last time it was this swoop. We at least got a relief rally there. Relief rally. So 22 hours looking good to me. 1 hour is pointing to the upside. And if the Dow pumps, everything's going to pump with the Dow. You can see this looks just like the Dow. So we should get a pump. Relief rally coming, in my humble opinion. Yeah, Bitcoin breaking out. Let's take a look at Bitcoin doing its thing. And we don't miss a beat here on the channel. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Oop, I picked the wrong one. I don't want to do the contracts over here. And the inverted head and shoulder broke to the upside. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Don't play against the chats. 15-minute is pushing, like I suggested. More likely we would go to the downside if the 15-minute decided not to do this. See, if you were watching this and the 15 minutes started to roll, but that's the thing. Everyone says, when is the trade? The trade, I know exactly when to make the trade based on the exact time. Like there's a moment in time. That takes years and years of studying, years and years of knowing what you're doing. Join my trading group. You don't get this skill overnight. It just doesn't happen like that. Everyone wants these skills overnight, but it doesn't happen like that. Shout out to everybody here. Can we get to 1,000 people on the live? Can we get to 1,000 people on the live? I know we can. Right now, I'm actualizing it. I see all 1,000 people. I see them. And I see them hitting the like, and I see 1,200 likes. It's already happened. It's there. I have 1 million subscribers already. We're traveling the world. I'm sitting at a platform right now. I'm talking in Dubai. There's 1,000 people in the crowd. We're having a blast. We're about to have a lunch at the end. I'm so excited. These are my future ideas. These are my future plans. I live in my ideas. I created this channel. I created the logo. One day I was just sitting at work, sitting there depressed, and I was like, man, I'm going to change my life. I'm not going to come and sit in this chair anymore and do the same thing I do every day. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something that these other people aren't doing. I'm going to create a logo. I'm going to start learning how to trade crypto, and I'm going to branch out. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to believe in myself when nobody else does, and I'm going to find my way, baby. And y'all can break down in tears right now, but I won't. But I could, on the passion and the feeling that I have for where I am in life, and the feeling I have for each and every one of you for where you are in your lives. And I know if we show up every single day, we can change your lives because I changed mine. And if I knew how to change mine, then I can help you change yours. Because I did it for myself, I can help you do it for yourself. But nobody can do it for you. I can hold your hand, I can do whatever I can, but nobody can do it for you. You're going to have to take a sip of that water. You're going to have to make a move. Yeah, I don't jump in on green candles ever. And honestly, it's highly likely just, the top of the channel. It's highly likely just the top of the channel. And you have to say it's a fake out. You got to stay clean. And look, that subtle difference is key. Like if you're willing to just move that and switch it, that subtle difference is key. People are talking about how to mix candle bodies and wicks, and it's like you can't mix them. You could hold wicks, and he's like, but that's what most professional traders use the wicks. They do. I don't do that. I've backtested what most professional traders do, and I think they put in 5,000 hours. I think I put in 15. I think I've outpaced them in my obsessive time. But again, I could be wrong, and I'm not always right. Okay? 7-minute pushed up, about to dump on you. This would be a good short right now, honestly. This is a perfect time to open the short. Tweezer tops in the 7-minute. I have to say, man, we did bridge out, though. We could stay out of here. So this is what I do now. You go to the 7-minute, and you draw a flag. If you can stay in this flag, you're going to stay bullish. If this flag breaks down, if you break back down in this pattern, highly likely a short's going to play out. So just wait and watch price action. If price action breaks back inside this pattern, now it's back in the symmetrical triangle, back in a 50-50 shot, and then you can see it also got rejected. Also, let me show you this real quick. This is a rising wedge. I just see this. I didn't see it at first. That's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. The measurement with a rising wedge would be back here. That would give us a double bottom. That would be a beautiful double bottom. Off what area are we looking for support from? 21,780. So it's like, so basically I just gave you, everyone's like, well, what did he just do? Well, I projected a flag on the 7. Why? Because if price action isn't going to dump, it's going to make a flag while the RSI resets. So now what you can do is you don't make the trade again. I put an alert on the 7-minute with my flag projected. All right. And I'm waiting for the time. I'm waiting for the signal. I don't like getting myself back-ended if I don't need to be. Okay. All right. Also, after the melee of Sunday and Monday, Tuesday's still going to have a little effect of volatility. We're going to have to wait it out. Watch out the charts. Sideways action for Bitcoin here on the 7-minute. Sideways is good for all coins. When Bitcoin goes sideways, all coins are fun to play. And then within an hour, the universe is like, nope. We were just having an awesome discussion this morning about how we've been having such an awesome people joining us lately. Haters gonna hate. It'll help all the front door. I'm praying for the DXY to crash. Michael Kush, email. There are people to help you. Yeah, anything you need, my friend. Anything you need. Anything you need. Let's go. Shout out to Jack Spitz, my man. I love you, brother. I jump into that candle. Yikes. You jump into that breakout? Yikes. Yikes. Could be getting short squeezed. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. And now look, now we got more liquidity up here than down here. So they've kind of changed the story on us. But that means they're going to start a short in my mind. They want to buy up there and short the market. I don't know. You see a lot of people trying to buy up there now. Or sell. No, there's some more sell orders up there. They're selling up there. I mean, now they're going to gravitate towards that liquidity. See what I'm saying? It's telling me there's more of a short, more ideas of a short. We came up here. We hit as many shorts. We got liquidated. Came back down, liquidated. These are all the liquidations, these little numbers. People getting liquidated. So awesome. Not awesome, but it's awesome to see. As long as you're not the person. It's not awesome getting liquidated. It's awesome to see the people getting liquidated. It's awesome to have that information at our fingertips. You see what I'm saying? Wow, the 1 hour did bounce on this little loop, though. I mean, shoulder, head, shoulder. Look at the giant inverted head and shoulder. And that measured move is all the way up here to $25,000. We could get a short squeeze right now. A lot of people thought the market was going to dump and they could short squeeze us. The 1 minute could stay up here. We could be getting the short squeeze. The 7 minute will let you know. Don't worry. You'll be all right. The 7 minute will let you know. You'll make a bullish flag. That'll have a 68% chance of breaking out. Then you can play that probability. Wait for probabilities. Do not trade anything that doesn't give you the probability. You see what I'm saying? If you can't identify probability, then don't trade it, in my humble opinion. I'm more privy to think that the short is beginning based on the 1 hour and the 50-minute being oversold. I like to long when they're both, being overbought. I like to long when the 15 and the 1 hour are oversold. I like, overbought. I like to short when the 1 hour and the 15-minute are both in tandem. And right now they're in tandem overbought. So, and that wick just got put down. To me, that's a short. That's a short. I'm going to stick to my short. Higher probability the short is going to play out, in my humble opinion. And I could be 100% wrong. This might jump all the way up. I could be 100% wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I never claim to know where Bitcoin's going. I just show you the probabilities of the charts that I'm looking at, and I play those probabilities. I never claim to know where Bitcoin's going. You'll never see me say, I think, I believe, I feel. You'll see every other channel. You'll see every other analyst. You know what I'm saying? From Frankie Candles all the way down, and I love them all. I love them all. But I do have to differentiate myself. And there's no shots fired on anybody, but like Tom Crown says, I think a lot. Frankie says, I think about, I'll have a tutoring session with him one day. I'll be like, yo, try not to use the word I think so much because think is not TA. You see what I'm saying? Think is like, and everyone says, no, but you look at the TA and then it's what you think. And I just, show me what the chart conveys. Use the proper language. What does the chart convey? The chart conveys that the probability for Bitcoin is a 70% chance of a break to the downside. That's not what I think. You get what I'm saying? That's what the chart conveys. So I don't go on what I think. Who else says I think a lot? That I watch every once in a while, you know? Jordan Cameron, like a lot of, it's language. You want to change your language when trading. It's so important. Language has everything to do. This is subconscious. Your subconscious mind has everything to do with your trades. If you're not making good trades, it's because your subconscious mind is being inundated with things you don't know. And the problem is, if you don't have control over your subconscious mind, what happens is it starts to control you. And the thing is, you can't see it. I bring this up a lot in the channel. Subconscious mind healing is so important through meditation, through positive affirmations, and really just through focus. If you don't, like right now, I didn't wake up today and read a bunch of Fox News or CNBC or CNN. I didn't let that into my head. I looked at the news for the markets. I reassessed what's happening. I looked at the Crypto Fair and Green Index. And honestly, because I run my trading group and I get paid focusing on the charts, that's all I have to do is focus on the charts and trade. All I have to do is do my trading and focus on the charts. I don't have to do anything else. The charts are going to show me the news. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Is there going to be a big recession? Is there a war coming? Bitcoin will be in a nasty double top and something. I will see in the charts what is coming to us. And I know you guys don't truly believe that. Many people don't, but I'm telling you, it's really true. Show me the charts and I will show you the gosh darn news. I'm telling you, it's outrageously insane. Shout out to anyone watching me on Twitter. How many people we got now on Twitter? One viewer. See, I think it's this might be pointless, supporter. You know what I'm saying? One viewer, dude. Let me refresh because maybe I'm wrong. I'm on the fence on the restreaming. Yeah, one viewer. Yeah, so I don't know. But maybe they find the stream and they come to the YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm still in between on the restreaming, dude. You know, we'll do it for a couple weeks and I might can it. I think it's good to just be in one place. It's like having 5 restaurants all over the place. Like, then you'll have 5 restaurants that each make $500,000 a year. Why don't you have one restaurant that makes $10 million a year? You know what I'm saying? I just like, why don't you go all in on one thing? You know, I'm all about hyper focus on one area. But again, we'll talk about it. We'll go through it. Thank God I didn't pay for the year. I paid for a month just to find out. And I found a code. Everyone, whenever you want to get something, always find the discount code. So amazing. So you're going to buy something, like you're going to go buy something. Type in, is there a discount code? And you'll find a link to the discount code. I do it all the time. I save 20% all the time. Happens on Amazon, happens Capital One. You'll find it everywhere. Just type in, is there a discount code? And it'll find the discount. And there's even an app, a Winky app or something you can add. And it's going to, every time you go to buy something, it's going to search the internet and find out if you can get it cheaper. Do these things, man. Every little bit helps when you're trying to gain wealth. Every little bit helps when you're trying to gain wealth. So a fake out breakout there, likely to break to the downside in my humble opinion. However, there is a inverted, but I'm short and I'm going to call it. See, most traders don't do that too. They don't eventually give you their final call. Every single day on this channel, I put my life on the line. I give my final call. I was wrong like once, like 3 weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. I said and I was going to call it short and we just boom. And I was like, I sat there for a day, like staring at the screen because I was like, I'm never wrong. I'm like, I'm never wrong. I'm like, and even people in my group were like, don't worry, Sam. Like, you can't be right every time. And I was like, but like, I called it short. It didn't short. Like I'm 80% accurate. So it's like, it's just rare. If you're, and it's like, after, you know, it's like, I was in complete shock. I was like, no. Jeet Saho, you're gone. Look at this guy, admin. Yo, this is about, you're gone, dude. People like that are gone. That's such a whack. Like, look at this guy. The camera feed is the top corner is blocking the chart and the coin name on the screen. Admin, respond, please. Dude, you're gone. I just don't want sensitive people like that in my group. That means you're soft, man. I can't have soft people around me, man. I'm so sorry. You got to be removed, man. Okay. Yeah, he's just complaining too much. We're all like, you know, the name on the ticker is right here. Like, it's in the background. We talk about it. It's right here, too. You can see Bitcoin. Like, you know what we're talking about. Like, you don't need to see this up here. You don't. You don't need to see that information. The volume, you don't need to see that. So, my humble opinion, you're soft. And I just don't want to be around soft people. I'm out, you know. And if people find that rude, I'm so sorry. But I'm not going to be around a nitpicker. If that guy does that over my live stream, think of what he's going to do when I give him a tutoring session. He's going to whine. He's going to complain. We do not want whiners in the group, man. That dude's a whiner. We can't have whiners in here, man. We can't. Like, we got to protect the group and the frequency of the group. We got to remove people that don't want to move at the speed of light. We are an army right now. And if you're not a soldier ready to hold your whole pack, like your 50-pound pack, if you're not ready to go, I'm sorry, man. You can't move with me. Like, not everybody gets to be a lifer, man. Not everybody. I have to be honest, but not everybody gets to be a lifer. It's a privilege. You got to earn it. You got to earn it. You don't become a lifer just by saying you want to be one. Like, you got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Price action is trading above the daily VWAP so far today. It's good for you. I don't use the VWAP as much as you do, so that doesn't mean that much to me. Everyone's parameters are different based on what they're using. You know? Let's take a look at the S&P 500. We suggested it would break down to the downside here, but double bottoming here on the 15-minute. Sorry if I offended somebody, but I'm not a snowflake. My dad was an iron worker. I left my shirt on the ground. He came in my room and basically dang near like threw me around and told me, I work on the iron. I could have fallen off the iron. Your mother bought you that shirt. You put your stuff in the... Like, dude, you got raised by an iron worker. You're going to be hard. You ain't gonna be playing around. Big up, punk rocker. I need a safe place. I'm offended. They don't get the people from the bean. Restreaming isn't the point. You definitely don't want to be only on one platform. All right, Dustin, you're the smart man, dude. I'm going to go whenever Dustin says I listen, dude, because I know he's been through it, and he's ran a multi-million-dollar company. He's the man. The fact that you're still here says that you're already extremely strong. You're in the right place, my friend. Shout out to Bison9. Bison9, I see you, bro. You talk to me a lot, like throughout the day. I'm like reading your head all the time. You put out a lot of who you are, Bison. I'm connecting with you. I may not always respond. I may not feel like we're having a conversation, but we are. We are. Totally agree, man. Live to trade another day. What happened, Bison9? What'd you do? What did he... I'm trying to find out what he said there. Bison9, don't look at it as a loss. All trades had the probability of that stop getting hit. That's why you said it. Did you project? Did you set your alert? Your stop loss? Then you did it right. Yeah, exactly. If your stop loss had hit, you're doing the right thing. About to be 40. Started watching you daily. Started nootropics to stay sharp and learning to trade and take control of my financial future. Happy to be surrounding myself with like-minded people, new lifers. Thank you for coming on in, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you. I knee-jerked last night on the 3S, and I got stopped, but it was my fault. Interesting. The probability is there. Markets are pricing in 0.75 hikes moving forward. If Jay Powell decides to stay at 0.5, expect decent bounce. I think there's no way he's going to do that, though. I think he's definitely going to 0.75. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's ever going to play that game. But a good point. That's a great point that this guy just made. Listen, if we do go to 0.5, that's like rocket ships. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so swing bullish on the other side. That's rocket ships to the upside. So that's going to be a massive move to the upside. Unbelievable. For sure. For sure. Yeah. And shout out to everybody here on the trading group. Can we get to 570 people in the trading group today? Other 7 beautiful people that want to change their lives and get it going. Jump on into the trading group today. I'm telling you right now. You won't regret it for $99 a month. You get a weekly screen share with me. You get access to the Lifer TA library, the learning library. You get a boot camp that I made for free. This boot camp is for free. So come into the Welcome Center right now. The link is in the pin here in the comments. Just come into the Welcome Center. It's free, everybody. It won't mess up your hair. You'll be okay. Join, you come into the Welcome Center. You can register for class. You can buy merch. You can see the announcements. And you can take the crypto boot camp. The boot camp is amazing. 6-5 essential tools and the video you needed to watch when you jump on into the trading group. These are awesome, man. So jump on in here. Everything that you can get, and you'll be blown away. Then you can see the testimonials, what people are doing, the gains they're making, what they're saying about the group, what's happening, how I'm changing their lives, what's going on, right? And then you can also look at the gains that I'm posting and everything that's happening. Look, 53.65 for ERSDL, bang, bang, bang. Look, 372 per ETH. Sure, I'm going to put Pond out there in a second. Pond banged on them for like about 35% last night. And we continue to find gains every single night, like regardless of the market. It does not matter. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. So, moving so fast to win. Russ my hair, baby. The band had me rolling, fam. Real life, though. That band. We need some cup and handies ASAP. I feel bad now that I did that because it was kind of an impulsive ban. I could have been nice to the dude and just been like, hey, man, like, but at the same time, like, I need to protect the group from whiners, man. Like, I don't need anyone that, honestly, I get to choose who's in my life at this point, right? You get it? Like, you guys join the 99, but like we all get to choose who's in our lives. And if you're whining, I have no place for you in my life at all, like, at all. At all. Because you're using your frequency to make an excuse at that point. And like, you know what I'm saying? S&P 500, what are you doing? It's trying to make some bullish divergence here. It's attempting to find a bottom here on the 1 hour time frame and make a bounce. Okay? I'm actually going to delete all my old work and look at it again just because I want to see it fresh. S&P 500. I mean, you're in a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time. So you rose your wedge. Then you made this beautiful falling wedge, and you're at the bottom of it. I mean, that's a very steep wedge. We could pull our Fibonacci just from this impulse. You got to look at the S&P every day. It's directly correlated to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin did hit the weekly 200 MA. S&P is a little far from that. So could we get the decoupling? Could Bitcoin start to recover while the markets continue to dump to the 200? There's a chance. There's a chance. Now, this falls down. It falls down pretty fast. Like, it'll go parabolically to like the 706 Fibonacci level, in my humble opinion. Yeah. If you don't have the 706 on your fib, you must. It's a secret fib that only me and my traders use. I was given it to it by an institutional trader. Shh, don't tell anybody. I actually don't even like showing this because I don't want too many people to know about it, but, you know, but it's a little gem of mine, the 706. You're going to add this, and you're also going to add the 0.65. If you're not adding these two things, your fib isn't right, and your fib will come without them, and you need your 706 and you need your 0.65. You need these levels. They're super important. So look, we're between the 0.5 and the 0.382. It's not even that hefty of a retracement. To me, a healthy retracement for the S&P would be in this region between the 0.706 and the 0.618 and in that golden Paquito. The golden Paquito and the 618 both actually coincide, interesting enough, with our next kind of big boy foundational resistance here at about 32,049, 3,249. So S&P must bounce here off this 32,000, 3,500 area, right? 200 below where we're at. If it does not, look for it to come down even lower to 32.55, all right? Adam on the weekly and the monthly, staking for 16%. Surely can't last. Haha, much love. Shout out to my man, Bruce Wayne Jr. Love that, Bruce Wayne. In one of those Twitter viewers right now, and I'm joining the trading group today. I just got locked out of my main Google account, so I had to make a new Discord first, man. Airdrop you news, man. Thank you so much for jumping on into the group, man. That's awesome, man. And everyone, you can pay in cryptocurrency. We'll do a special right now. I'll do a special right now. Normally, it's 1,000 in crypto for the year. If you pay for the year right now, it's going to be $900. All right? That's you. We'll take Tether and Bitcoin. That's it. I don't want to go through anything else. Tether or Bitcoin or USDC, you know, a stable coin or Bitcoin. If you pay for the year today, $900 for the year. Bear market special. I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood. You know, we'll do it for, 4 to 5 days. We'll do it till Friday. We'll honor it till Friday. So if you want to get in for the year, $900 bear market special, paying Bitcoin or in a stable coin, USDC or USDT, email CryptoLifers@gmail. And this is impulsive. I'm almost like, Sam, why are you doing that? Why are you giving it away like that? You know? But if you want to jump in today, jump on in. I like when you join the Me 6. It's easier because it's more automated. My team doesn't have to track you down. But if you'd like to pay for the year right now and get ready for the next year, because listen, the halving comes in Bitcoin in 2024 of May. That means you have 2 years to get ready. It took me about 4.5 years to get the skills I have now at the technicals and playing around with crypto and all that. So it's going to take you some time. You start right now, you're going to have 2 years. Right when the halving begins, you have 2 years in. Trust me, life moves fast. You have a lot of distractions, ups and downs. That year is going to go by faster than you realize. So if you want to get the knowledge, if you're already like me, if you're already into me, if you're already loving what's going on here and you're seeing the gains and you're watching what's going down, that year might be your move. It's up to you, though. It's completely up to you. Email CryptoLifers@gmail if you want to take advantage. $900 for the year if you pay in Bitcoin or stablecoin. Okay. Let's get back into where we're at. I'm a little excited. I'm like, that's a risk. I'm taking a risk when I do that. I'm like, Sam, why are you doing it? Wow. So the weekly on the dollar index looks like it wants to bounce hard, which is crazy, right? That's not the best sign for Bitcoin, right? The weekly for the dollar index wants to boom. Measured move there is very, very high. And I was praying for a double top and we did not. I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but we could loop and dump. But the weekly, that's going to 110. And that's not going to be good for the stock market or for Bitcoin. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's weird. I just don't expect the weekly to be that strong. Hoping we can double bottom here and do something like that. But or, do some chop. When's the last time we were this high? And we did go, every time the weekly's been this low, here's the worst one. We kind of faked it and dumped. That's what we need. We need just like a struggle, back into resistance and dump. Remember, this resistance is from 1989. We show you the dollar index from 1989 right there. We started hitting it in this area right there. 1999, we even hit it right there in 1989, October 30th. So this is a big boy resistance. So we're looking at big time resistance here on the channel. All right. So look at this. The dollar index 1 week here doesn't look that good right now, right, for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily's Trump. So what we want is we want this to be double topped. We want this bearish divergence to play out. It's strong bearish div. You get your swing up to swing up. You got your swing down to swing down. And you got your overbought RSI and stochastics RSI, right? MACD could have more room to go, but and look, the 21 and the 200 are really far apart. That's usually when you get a dump. The dollar index should make an M here and dump to the downside. Let's hope that takes it down. And then when that weekly struggles, you just get a sideways weekly, and you don't really get the pump that the weekly's suggesting. Also, I go by that 2 week, and the 2 week wants to dump on you, and already is starting to dump. Ooh, we got the 2 week movement. Wow. Anyway, this 2 week candle closes in 3 days. I would love if this 2 week candle does not close that green, but that defies all gravity. So it says that the 2 week chart may just do this one more time, pump back up. Eventually, we're coming back down for a huge top. Like, we're not at the top, but you're getting close to the top, like right here, right here. You see what I'm saying? And that's the dollar index, something you want to look at every single day on the channel. Very, very important. You're looking at the dollar index while you're looking at Bitcoin, right? Shout out to everybody here. 623 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I mean, that's amazing. 623 likes and 700 people. I just never seen it. I never seen 90% like or 80% like retention. It's rare. It's a very rare thing. We're doing something very different on this channel than I see throughout the world. Wow, now the dollar index takes a dump to the downside. I did think the Bitcoin was going to dump too, but wow. I said I thought the Dow would turn green at the end of the day based on that 1 hour and that divergence. It's still good. It's still good. You got to go by the probability, but wow. 122 and struggling right here now. 122. So we looked at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Showed you levels to watch, things that we're looking at, right? We went over that just to make it clear. We took, let's take a total 3, which is the total market cap of all the altcoins. And they were in this bearish triangle, and I said they're probably going to get down here to this next resistance at 314 bill, and that's exactly where we went to. Why was that my next area? Because when we look left, we bounced here. We break that. I mean, they could go even lower to 200, and we could see a massive, like this. The whole world could collapse. I mean, we could see a world economic collapse, and this could come all the way down. To me, that's what will have to happen. That would be completely decimation. 12-hour daily. All the big time frames really want to push back to the upside on this idea here. Even the 3-day might kind of make another swoop, but that could be a higher low. So the total market cap for all these altcoins, they got to get back above that level. It's so important they get back above $480 billion. This is the market cap of all the altcoins, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. So you get everything you need all at once here together. All right. S&P 500, ETH too. Everyone wants to know what's up with ETH. And I told you ETH was going to 1,500 even around the blockchain, remember? Now ETH's in the inverted head and shoulder. It needs to break out, but it's doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing. They're stuck in these funky patterns, and they're overbought on the 1 hour and the 15-minute, right? And it suggests that we go sideways for a little while longer, really, which tells me that altcoins are going to play. When Bitcoin goes sideways, it tells me that altcoins are going to be fun to play. So we've gone over most of this stuff now. S&P 500, the dollar index, the Dow Jones, Bitcoin dominance. We got to take a look at that. So Bitcoin dominance took a beat down. And, people sold out of the market. You see a lot of people capitulated. I will never capitulate in Bitcoin. It's just why would you sell the scarcest asset in the world? It just shows you don't understand math at all. It shows you're not patient and you don't understand math. If you don't like Bitcoin, you don't have patience and you don't understand math. That's pretty simple to me. You don't have patience and you don't get simple 8-year-old math. Supply and demand. There's more of this asset, so people don't really think it's that valuable. There's less of this asset, so people are going to think it's very valuable. It's very simple. It's a very simple thing, and that's what it is. Sam, how do you figure out where the starting point of the Fibonacci is? It's a great question. I mean, it's depending on how you're pulling your fib, It's depending on how you're pulling your fib. And you stay to the end. We're going to show you where I found the bottom of the top for Bitcoin. Who wants to know where the bottom of the top is for Bitcoin? I said, who wants to know where the bottom of the top is can be found for Bitcoin? Hello, Lifer from Australia. I don't trade, but I like watching you trade. Maybe I will one day. Shout out to BMX Bandit. You're the man, dude. You're my brother from another, man, all the way from down under. What do you think will happen with crypto if the Fed hikes up rates today? You're going to see a dump. You're going to go lower. You're going to go lower to that 19,000. You're going to break. I believe we're going to break 19. Anything is possible. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't use I believe. When I catch myself saying I feel, I think, I believe, I cut myself off immediately. Who knows what's going to happen? Bottom 14K. Whoa, knowledge is the key, sir. Anytime, man, anytime. I want to know where the bottom is. Let's do it. Me. If it goes 0.75, it's going to tank a bit. I think 0.75 is kind of like, I think it's baked in at this point. I think we're baked in. I think you're going to see a bit of a little tank, but I don't think you're going to see as big as a tank as you think. Charts say 18, 16, 18K. Yeah. Learn me, Lifer. All right, let's get into it. I think it's a good time. So how do you find the bottom and the top for Bitcoin? Unbelievable question. This got to be extracted. Let's do the best extraction. I'll remove the camera too because that other camera kind of ruins the extractions a little bit. I noticed that the other day. So we'll do it right. The Sulo. It's the Sulo cam because when Nikolai came, I called it the Sulo camera, right? Could bring this down. I like when my pocket square is in camera. You know, when it's not in camera, it's what's the sense of wearing it? All day you're like this, there's no pocket square. It's like, dude, I got a pocket square on. You guys got to know I got a pocket square on. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So this inverted head and shoulders should break to the upside. There's no reason it shouldn't. Okay? If you just play, look, pattern trading with, what if we pattern traded and we did nothing else? We removed all the oscillators. All we did is pattern trade. You should try that one day. You should open up an account, call it pattern trade. Do whatever makes you happy. This is something interesting to try though. A person opens up an account, calls it pattern trading, and just only trades patterns. That's it. Doesn't do anything else. I always tell you the head is where they break the pattern and then they bring you back in. So that's actually a falling wedge that wants to break to the upside now. It's funny. And anything is possible. Anything is possible. You just play this way. It says you're going to 25K. That's what it says. And you're going to break this big boy resistance at 23,000, 24,400 area right here. These wicks represent a area that you must get above. And this bullish divergence, very strong, tells me that you will continue to the upside. I've seen this many times in my life. Now, I'm going against my Stokes, which is hard for me to do right now because the Stokes are very accurate. But this is where trading comes into play. If you've been around, if you've traded this 1,000 days and 700 days, I've seen this predicament maybe like a few hundred times in my life where I've seen the inverted wanted to play out. And because the inverted head and shoulder comes with this bullish divergence, all this comes into play. You'll see these things kind of, they're redundant of each other. They reveal each other in a way, okay? But then you have to say we do have the symmetrical triangle that could break down either way. It's a chubby triangle. And the Stokes do want to dump you. So I'm in it. It's still indecision right now. It's in heavy indecision. Smaller time frames sometimes will kind of lead me to water. And again, and then we showed you before, this is a rising wedge that wants to break down here on this edge. Measured move here would break you down to about this point right there. All right. I always have to look at it again whenever I'm doing my technical analysis, Oh, one thing I do see, though, which is pretty interesting. Are we in a slanted diamond? Kind of, halfway. I'm just open-minded. I'm going to be open-minded to this idea. All right? Are we in a slanted diamond? Extraction's not yet, Porta. I'll tell you exactly when we're going to go in, but this could be a diamond. I don't, it's very weird, but, you never know. You never know. It came in from the bottom. It should break out to the all right. And this is the bigger pattern too. I didn't play this pattern out. Look at that. And that's starting to form a nice, actually kind of like a bullish pennant that could break to the upside as well. Now we're starting to build some confluence. If we can continue sideways and these oscillators can reset, or we can just blast to the top and short squeeze, then we will have a measured move to about 25K for Bitcoin. All right. $25,000 for Bitcoin. I'll tell you what, say Bitcoin tanks to 10K right now. All right. I think I'm going to make a big buy for Bitcoin, $5,000 buy. Why I keep buying more Bitcoin? Do I pull that out right now and make the $5,000 buy? That's a big buy for me. It's a very large buy. We go to 10K, I'm down 2,500. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. If not, I catch the bottom, and I ended up buying damn near a 0.25 Bitcoin right now. Am I willing to pull the trigger? Does he pull the trigger? You guys are going to wait to the end. Do I buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin? I just might at the end of this live stream. You just want to stay tuned for that. You might want to see that. All right. So I'm thinking about it right now. I'm going through my head, and I'm doing the risk reward manage in my mind, saying, you know, it might be the best move you can make right now. All right. And if I end up doing it and we end up blasting, I'll be a legend. If I don't do it and we go half down, I'll still say, hey, I was ready. I was willing to go half down. I only lose 2,500, and I still show guts of steel by getting into Bitcoin at these levels. You know, I threw 5K into Bitcoin and ETH yesterday, my man. Jamie, this is why I like the lifer. He's on ground every single day for us. Every day, baby. Buy it and do a stop loss at 10%. No, that would be a long-term hold. I don't stop loss Bitcoin buys like that. Buy Gala and do a stop loss at 10%. You're funny. Super chats, Kadena and Adam, weekly and monthly and XRP. We'll take a look at those super chats. Keep sending the super chats in if you got them. Right now, we're going to take a look at BTC, USD, all-time history index. All right. I'm going to delete all my older work. See, this is an idea that this isn't a flag, and this flag might break down. And that brings you down to 19,000. See, you know? Like right here, you do this. I mean, you're in a bear flag. There's your measured move, 19K. And you're high in the 15 and the 1 hour, too. So I'm showing you both scenarios. All right? I'm indecisive right now, too. Like, I can't really pull the trigger on a trade. Normally, I do. I'm like, there it is. Right now, I'm still waiting. I got to wait on some other indications. Okay? I got to wait on some other indications. Sideways behavior right now. All right. Here's the extraction. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and today I'm going to show you how to buy and sell Bitcoin using the best indicator possible, in my humble opinion. I'm going to show you how to educate yourself and where you can find the best probabilities of getting in the low and selling the tops of BTC. I'm going to go to this indicator that I worked on with my buddy in Portugal, the Pi Cycle indicator, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit logarithmic, all right? Make sure you're in log view. Go to like the weekly chart, because if you're not on the weekly, it won't make any sense. Look, if you're not on log, it's going to look like this. It won't look right. Logarithmic's going to keep you going. And the Pi Cycle chart. Remember Pi, the movie Pi? Yeah, you probably did. Insane movie, right? Well, check it out. Here's the Pi Cycle chart, all right? And something to think about. Let's delete this older work here. Okay, so the Pi Cycle is made of these red and green lines. And what it does is, and it's hard for me to see because I'm red and green colorblind. A little fun fact about the CRYPTOLIFER. Check this out. You don't want to go to any other channel right now. I don't care what they're telling you. I don't care what they're doing. You're about to miss the most important information of your entire life if you leave the channel right now. I'm telling you right now. Like, it's probably the worst decision you've ever made if you leave the channel right now. I have to say, like, retention is key. I don't care what other channel you may or may not have loyalty to or what you want to get, but you're not going to get this information at these other channels. They don't even know how to pull out these charts. They don't spend 5 to 6 hours like I do. They're content creators. I'm a content creator, but I'm a charter. Like, I am a pure chartist, an analyst at heart. So my content, I create content out of my ability to play with the charts. The other people just create content. That's it. That's it. You get it? There's a difference between my channel and other channels and the content that you're going to get. So take a look here. We got the green and the red, right? When they pass each other right there, that's a top. When they pass each other right there, that's your top. That was 2013 for the false top of the secondary top. We were hoping we were on a false top, possibly for Bitcoin. We were going to get the blow off. No one knew. 2020, 2017, when we ran up here, the Pi Cycle, the lines got very close right there. And that was your top, the Pi Cycle. When they get far apart, that's when you want to accumulate Bitcoin. So you accumulate Bitcoin when the red and green line are very far apart and Bitcoin's in the green area. It's very simple, okay? So if you can see these two lines far apart and you're in the green, that's a good time to begin. And you usually should have a good amount of time in this area. It doesn't mean you have to get it right away. So let's look at where we're at in the, here, why we got low again. Let's look at what happened here. And we knew this indicator when we were in this area. And around here, I said, everybody, when this indicator crosses, we're going to hit the top. And I called the top for Bitcoin based on this idea. I didn't say the day that did the actual top. And I actually said maybe we bounce. And I still was hoping we would go to 100K. I have to be honest. However, right when we got down here, we shorted. I longed Bitcoin right here, though. And we shorted all of this. I did call this top. I can swear on my humble channel that I called this top right here based on bearish divergence. It was obvious to me. And that we were away from the 21-day moving average. And that is my trading style, right? So around here, I figured out how to use this indicator. I worked on it for a while. I studied it. I felt comfortable with it. And then I made a video. The video's out somewhere. Someone found it for me. It's hard for me to find every time I look for it. I will get it. And I basically said, we're going to have to sell when these two lines cross and they get close together. That's going to be a good time to sell. And that marked the exact top again for Bitcoin. Anywhere in this region, you would have sold the top. So the pi cycle chart, this pi cycle indicator right here, pi cycle. You go up here, you type in pi cycle Bitcoin top indicator. I'm telling you right now, it's never been wrong. It's called the top every single time, and it nailed this top even though we didn't go to the red. So what do we see for Bitcoin? Do we break the logarithmic structure? That's the question. I'd hate to see that. That would be crazy. And that's why everyone's saying, how do we go any lower than that, than this area here? 22,005. Do we retest? Now, we've wicked below it, and we've wicked below it, but that's a capitulation wick. So, yeah, we might wick to 18K. To me, that's going to be the lowest price for Bitcoin you'll ever get, and, or close to it, Again, I'm open-minded to 7K. I'm open-minded to anything. So thank you so much for joining and watching this quick tutorial. We're going to have it all over the interwebs, everywhere. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on TikTok. This is really the best indicator to find the top for Bitcoin. And I tested it out, and I basically put it out there, and it called the top for Bitcoin. Before I saw it, I said, this will be the top. It hit it. It called the exact top. The Coinbase IPO was around the same time. And when this starts to get far apart, you start to accumulate. So the lines are very far apart. Very good time to accumulate Bitcoin. So you're going to see me on this channel buying 2,000, 1,000, 5,000 maybe, and just continuously adding to my Bitcoin. I do it live in front of everybody. I don't see a lot of other YouTubers do that. They don't allocate the Bitcoin live. They say they're going to do it. They say this and that. They say they love it. They call themselves CRYPTOLIFERs, but I just don't see the money. Show me the money, and I'll show you the news. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Share this on all the webs. Tell everybody you know that now you have some insight onto where the top and the bottoms are for Bitcoin. I'm Samuel James Price, the CRYPTOLIFER. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. All right, cool, man. All right, back to the music. I don't like the music off. It's weird for me. I can't stream without the music. Please don't stop the, please don't stop the, please don't stop the music. Okay. Dow recovering back 90. I have a humble feeling the Dow will recover today. I just got this, that's what the technical analysis tells me. Wow, we're seeing a lot of movement now. A lot of volatility in the market. A lot of volatility in the market. We're seeing some movement. Bitcoin pumping. I was like, why am I looking like that? I was like, because your indicator is way off, bro. Bitcoin dominance does want to bounce too a little bit. Something to think about. And we're going to get back into the chat in a split second. But that pi cycle chart, if you've never seen that, that's going to blow your mind. We give you weekly charts. We give you minute charts. We're watching Bitcoin right now on you tracking it on the 15-minute chart while we're showing you gigantic weekly pi cycles. You're going to get so much information here on this channel every single day, and you're going to be privy. You're going to be ready to rock. Wow. So we bounced again to the upside. Again, that's the shoulder, head, and the shoulder trying to break to the upside. Again, though, we're struggling. Not getting that buy volume coming in the way you want it. You can even kind of bring this down a little bit and keep that on structure. Look at that. Interesting. In the 7-minute, go back to the smaller time frame. What did we do? Well, we did break back inside the pattern, but then we bounced off the bottom of it. They're trying to confuse the longs and the shorts right now. They're going sideways, man. They don't know who. They're trying to see. This is what happens. The market maker waits for us to make the decision. They're trying to see how many people are longing and shorting, and then when they see, they're going to go after them. You get it? So whoever you pick to be on the wrong side of, you're going to get hit off. And that's what kind of goes on. So what you want to do is you want to wait for them to hit off the people first, and then you want to get into the retest. So if we do bounce, don't chase, in my humble opinion. Let the 7-minute pop. Let the 15-minute pop. Get in on the retest when we get low. Bang. If we drop, same idea. Wow, big candle came in right there for Bitcoin. Massive move, 22,759. The dollar pumping with Bitcoin too. Crazy. And the Dow Jones back up 80. There's a big spurt for Bitcoin right there. I'm going to go to another chart. I mean, there's the inverted head and shoulder breaking to the upside. It's so simple. Like, remember when I said if we just play the chart and we don't do anything else? And there you go. Real simple. Like if you knew nothing but patterns, if you were a pattern trader and you knew nothing but patterns, Bitcoin should get to 23,332, or at least get to this rejection point, you know? So I like to look at it fresh again and see if I'm missing something. See if I'm missing something. And I mean, what I am seeing though is honestly a bit of a fractal. And let me show you the fractal that I just saw. Bars pattern is going to be your fractal. But like this looks a lot like what we just saw. And it made this bear pennant and broke down. You see? So when we open this up, it's like the same thing, you know? It's a repeating pattern. Look at that. I mean, they're identical. Like, it's insanity. Like, look at that. I see this. They get lazy and they use the same algorithmic printing and they just print on that, you know? They just print on it. You get it? And that's a bear flag. And they break down. And the 15 minutes going to low. I'd short this, man. I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. I'm going to make a call. Short the market. Short the market. That's it. Maybe the Dow won't recover now after all my shenanigans. Wait for the 7 minute to roll over on you. When the 7 minute rolls over, that's going to be the entry. Yeah, I mean, you saw that. I took this fractal from here and I expanded it. Look how much they match. I mean, it's insane. We do a lot of fractal magic. We haven't been able to do it recently because it happens at different times, you know. But so I'm calling a short here for Bitcoin in my humble of opinions. All right. But I don't get into the short until the 7 minute curls on us. All right. Measured move would take you down to 19,000. All right. So just be careful. Just be careful. The 1 hour is the only thing taking us down, though. So watch the 1 hour. It doesn't. I'm not guaranteeing anything. We could pop. We could pop. This could be a double bottom with a higher low to the upside. You know, we could be breaking out of this. So I just go on Stochastics RSI, and they're both oversold in the 15 and the 1 hour. When I've done that, it's played out for me. But anything is possible, and that's why you don't make the trade immediately. You wait for the 7 minute to give you the, you know, if it goes sideways, and then rolls. All right. You can see this is heavy resistance though, for sure. So if you were to long, right, you really don't have to jump in on anything. If I were to long, I'd wait for the breakout and the retest of this area. See? I love this song. It puts me in a good mood, man. See what I'm saying? Something like this. I do teach class today, everybody. I teach class today. You could still jump into class. My wife will throw you in the class. You could email and pay in cryptocurrency or pay with PayPal. Email CryptoLifers@gmail.com to jump on into the class. And we can bring the Sulocam back. Shout out to Sulocam. And Sulocam reminds me of Crypto Muser. Muser, man, I just want to tell you I love you, man. I still feel horrible, bro. I'm not going to talk about it, but I still feel really weird, man. And I just want to tell you I love you, bro. I just want to tell you I love you, man. Shout out to my man, Crypto Muser. I want 1,000 subs in this guy's channel right away. Show how much I can, show the lifer's influence, man. We're not 500 people that can't give this guy some love. We got 30,000 people on mine. We got 500 people give this guy some love. Get him into the monetization process. Give him some hope. Get to 1,000. He puts out a video every day. He's hard, man. He's working hard. He's working hard. He really is, man. He's dedicating himself to the craft. He's learning how to use his voice, his mind, his time. Help this man. 1,000 subscribers. My buddy, we met when we were 12 years old. I'm 39. We've been friends for a long, long time. Crypto Muser, man. I love you with all my heart. Shout out to you and yours. Shout out to you and your family and everybody that supports the lifer. Thank you. Celsius Network, what are you doing? What are you doing? When was their last tweet? What have they told us? Any news on Celsius, everybody? Any news on Celsius? 186 hodl now. They really, is that really? Is pausing all withdrawal, swap, and transfer. What have they said since then? Is working as quickly as possible and will share information as it becomes appropriate. Acting in the interest of our community remains our top priority. To clear up any confusion, we had nothing to do with the creation of any so-called Cell 2.0 token. Our security team is on alert, as you should be. Please be vigilant. Wow, they still haven't figured out what's going on there? If I had like 4 or 5 Bitcoin locked up in there, I'd be freaking out. I have to be honest. I'm cool as a cucumber, and I know God's got me. Look, my limit orders hit while I slept. First night to my cruise, Norway. So I bought 3 Bitcoin at 22K and 3 at 21K. What a pompous guy. Just to let you ever know, I had 120 grand, and I bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and you didn't. Nah. It's like, hey, he just wants everyone to know I'm smart. I'm a smarty man. I'm just a little jealous because I wish I bought that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, let's be honest. I'm not jealous. Jealousy is a bad virtue to have. But, you know, it would be cool. I think it's cool that he had that much money to buy Bitcoin. You know, like, he's the man. So I had to call it short. As long as we don't get above this resistance, got to call it short. All right. 1 hour time frame, 15 minute are not in our favor. So that's my idea. Super chats, Kadena and Adam. Let's take a look at Kadena. Thank you for the super chats. Much appreciated, each and every one of you, for being here. Funny, it's kind of weird. It may be the bear run, but we used to have only like 200 to 300 people in the live, and we'd get hundreds of dollars in super chats. Now we get 600 people, and those, it's just funny to me. I always try to find the metrics out. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, how do I make $100 to $200 a day in super chats? Then I get 1,000 viewers. We're more popular than ever. We can do it. You know what it is? I figured it out, actually. Because when the chat is smaller, I'm able to see the super chats more and interact with the crowd better. And therefore, people are like, when the chat gets bigger, I'm not as intimate. I can't be as intimate because more things are flying in. It's even harder for my mods to find the super chats. Everything below the 3 hour is overbought. Yep. It's definitely the bear. Even the 90 minute and the 45 minute. Yep. Small investment for the price of mine that thousands of your assets are protected. All Stokes. Castic. Appreciate all my lifer fam. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house, man. Thank you, brother. Shout out to David Kendall. Bitcoin like warm apple pie, baby. Muser is up next. You're funny. I see you, Muser. Polygon ZK roll up soon. Oh, that's going to be big. That's going to be big for Matic. That is the true lifer smart. I wonder how many people ideal for a stream. 500? Everyone is broke. Hence, less super chats. Yes and no, though. I'm not telling you. I disagree, man. I disagree. I went on last night and got $40, and I did a test. I did a test and made $40. Like, so people ain't broke, man. Yo, Kadena looks good in the 15. It's in an inverted head and shoulder. So despite what Bitcoin's doing, Kadena wants to push up. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame for Kadena. Wants to push up too as well. So unlike Bitcoin, so Kadena BTC looks like to be the play right now. The Kadena BTC play looks like you're going to make a little gain. So look, I like this trade right here. This looks a lot like Pawn last night. And Pawn banged on him to the upside. Shout out to the Kadena super chat. I like what I'm seeing for Kadena to the upside. Let's mark our support and resistance lines. It's so important. You're doing that every single time that you trade. If you're skipping this step, you're slipping. If you're skipping, you're slipping. Don't be slipping out. All right, make sure you're getting it in. Look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Bullish diverted to the 1 hour time frame. Dude, I like what I'm seeing. Lack of bearish momentum, falling volume, falling price. Anything could happen based on Bitcoin, but Kadena showing some signs of life. Super chat from Jack Sprints. Shout out to Jack Sprints, my man. Throwing me $19.99 every day. Jack, you're the man, dude. Much love and respect to you and yours. Thank you so much for the love, bro. Thank you so much for the love. And the super chat should come in. Do I have it turned off? There it is. Bang. Thank you so much, Jackie. Jackie S-Bay. Jackie, Mr. Spence in the house. Should I buy B&B and put money into Harmony One? I can't tell you what to do, man. Don't ever ask me what you should do. The should and I and me should not go in hand in hand. I was preaching supportive resistance lines this morning. Yes, you were. My man, I love you, Rodney Robinson, the dad bod. Today is Flag Day. Happy Flag Day, America. Salute. Happy Flag Day, baby. Happy Flag Day. We got an American flag anywhere, babe? Do we have an American flag? Anywhere in the, we have one on the front. No? I have an Irish flag outside my house. It's funny. I have an Irish flag. No American flag. Funny. But Cadena looks likely to push up to the upside here based on the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. Nothing is guaranteed, but I like what I'm seeing here for Cadena. I do. KDA USDT. And Cadena's on KuCoin. All right. And honestly, if even my elite charters, if you could even come up behind me and rechart that and put all our lines that we put out, you know, like, but I like Cadena right here. Shout out to my man, Doge Pump coming. What, you see something coming in the tweets? Yeah, Doge is about. Ooh, look at that. That's an inverted head and shoulder. It is a rising wedge, though. It'd have to go parabolic to the upside. That's your measured move, though, right there. And it's funny, all the other guys, they do their measured move like this because they took one dude's class on YouTube, and he told them to do that. I just love it, man. I can tell who just does whatever they were told. I do what I found to be true in the charts after playing with the charts for years, baby. I got deep in the charts, and then I found my sauce. My special sauce. It's like we're all chefs. I've been in the kitchen for 5-6 years. I put a little bit of this, I put a little bit of that. I eventually perfected my special sauce, baby. I perfected my special sauce, man. Don't be surprised if Doge does go parabolic out of this move. This is strong bullish divergence here. Really strong. And even this one is very strong. Like, these are double. Like, see that? I got to tell you, this person who's saying this, they're pretty spot on with their idea here, you know? Daily's very overbought for Doge, oversold. Like, it's got to come back. 1 hour's doing that little loop, but I've seen massive moves coming out of that, even though it's like highly unlikely. So that's why we're in the indecision. It's like this 15-minute is just, you know? And again, you got to take it the same way. Like, it could be looking at the same Bitcoin idea, and we could end up dumping out of this. See, this weird triangle, and we might end up double bottoming. We could turn slow chat on. We could do that too, yeah. Dogecoin about to get old yellow. Bro, jealousy is perfectly normal. It's how you react to the feeling that really matters. Interesting. Bro, Bitcoin is turning up on the day and the 4 hour and weekly. Yo, bro, this is why I'm holding my longs from 21,009. Bitcoin and XRP are my longs. Interesting. My father B-Day is today. Shout out to Peter, man. Happy birthday, Peter. What a beautiful day to be alive. What a beautiful day to be born. June 14th. Is that the day? Yeah, June 14th, man. Beautiful day to be alive. Shout out to Peter, man. Peter, thank you for having a wonderful son and a wonderful group of people in your life. Appreciate you. Okay, moving forward. What do you guys think of the little camera in the top? We already know what the whiner thought. Hey, it's my mom's B-Day. Shout out to Mrs. Douglas. We love you, Miss Douglas. Are you Robert Douglas from Martha's Vineyard? I always wonder, are you the real famous Robert Douglas who does the kite surfing and all that stuff? Yo, is that Robert Douglas, bro, from the Vineyard? Misery. What if that is one of the Douglas family guys? I swear I told him I was doing crypto, and we met in the Black Dog store the other day, like a year ago, and I told him what I was doing. And he's like, I'm not. Dang. Quality Control Kennels, the whiner, yeah. Put out a poll for the camera so we can vote. Toggle feedback. Send feedback. Manage meta. Oh, yeah. Do you like the second camera? Do you like the second camera? Ask your community. All right. There you go. The poll is up. Do you like this second camera? Let me know. Let me know. That is an inverted head and shoulder that does want to break to the upside. It just pinned. Sideways behavior. So it's usually this is picture perfect and we're low, and it's all sweet, you know, ready to rock. That will take Doge up though nicely. Got a lot of short squeezers. Anyone got high block? I want to see high block. Anyone got a picture of high block in my trading group? I'd love to see what high block is saying. I don't know how I feel about it. The light is too bright in it. You're funny. The light is too bright in it. I think it's cool. I don't know how I feel about it. Ooh, it looks like it's going against me right now. Let's see it. No, 63%. They don't like the camera. Interesting. Yikes. See, I'm like a filmmaker, so I like multiple camera angles. I think it's hot, you know? But again, I can't, let me see it. Just as it gets that light right there, so you just don't want that light in there? So he would handle it like that? No light now. How's that? I can also change change what it's doing, you know? Anyway. How do you see the poll? Do you see the poll live? 12 o'clock. This is where I usually end the stream, so. Wow, so most people don't like the second, but who's doing that? Like, oh man, are y'all really don't like the vibes? That's weird to me. How could you not like the second camera? It's not the lighting, it's the info block. Critical spot tells me where, what chart you're on and the time frame using. But I say the chart I'm on really loud, man. And I say, you could see the time frame. I'm like, this is the 1 hour, this is the 15 minute, you know? I don't know. Like I say that all the time, like, you know? So I don't know, it's weird to me. Weird to me in a sense. This is not camera advice. I don't mind it. You do whatever makes you happy. See, I like that. Luke J, man. We love the Lifer. 1 or 2 cameras really doesn't matter to me. Dude, it's sick. No need for it. Do you, Lifer? I like the new camera. It was fine before. Go all in. 5 more cameras. I'm not used to the second camera. New corners don't know. Do you have a referral code on KuCoin? Yeah, I do. It's in the description of my channel, man. Come on. Look at the clutter, in my opinion. Looks a little cluttered, in my opinion, in mobile. But if you like it, keep it. Yeah, mobile is cluttered. I like that. I do like the suit to the level this channel has reached so far. I might have missed calls, but I nailed the Lifer call I knew from the first wild rant that made clear that wasn't the Snowflake show. It's a cool Lifer. What the hell did Celsius just did? Camera hardly matters. Effort does. Check Celsius. Huge pump. Really? Like, someone must have found out that, like, things are okay. Like an insider, you know, someone new and they made a huge bag. These people are so grimy, like they can't keep it to themselves, you know? But yeah, I believe Celsius never made it to KuCoin. It was on Bittrex, though, and Binance, right? Not even on Binance? It's on Bittrex. Holy shinolis. Yeah, wow. You know, it's insider trading. People knew something, like it didn't, you know. But again, look, it pounced on the high 1 hour. And it pounced on the high 15 minute. It still went up. Tells you that Bitcoin might do the same. 144, wow, look at it banging. Now it's getting crazy. Wow, you got to go to a smaller time frame and track this thing. Something's going on with Celsius. Did they just tweet that everything's fine and everyone's getting their money back? That must be it. Let's look. They had to have just put a tweet out, like, good news, right? No, it's working on exclusive. Someone must have gotten something. Let's see what they're doing here on this. Has announced it's freezing all withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts due to extreme market conditions. 54 minutes ago. The news comes just weeks after the Luna Crew crashed. Blah, blah, blah. But that's old news. They're rehashing old news. It's working as quickly as possible. Buy, swap, and earn, borrow. It's funny. They said they're having they're like, come look at us at the desk at blah, blah, blah. Like they had an event and they're like, come see us at the desk. And I'm like, you really going to still say that? Heard that Midas, a Celsius clone, added 30% use in a few days. Huge rewards paid in their worthless S-Coin. Yep. Alameda is one of the largest market players and market makers of all of crypto. Fact, Alameda has clearly strong motive to liquidate Celsius. Fact, Alameda dumps massive amounts of STETH, causing the unpeg. Fact, Alameda owns 10-20% of Voyager shares. Ooh, the real plan C. Interesting information. And there's your dump. I mean, that was insane. That was a pump and dump or something. Looks like someone got a hold of Celsius. 200% gains in like less than 10 minutes. I voted yes, but maybe at certain times, maybe on extractions. Sure did I. True, maybe put in the second camera in the top right. Move it to the top right. It says, okay. See how there's a green screen behind me? You see that? Pretty cool. Like, there it's weird though, because you gotta like, you know, as a cameraman, you gotta have that like, I guess it could sit there below the information you guys claim I'm blocking, and then you can see everything you need. That ain't too shabby. It's kind of cool. Just looking over there. Hey, check a look. Also, I got my Jerry Garcia tie on today, matching my favorite pocket square and my checkered blue shirt. Now we can't see the indicator. LOL. What indicator? I don't want you seeing the indicators. Get your own indicators. You're trying to steal my indicators. What's your intention for the second camera? I'm just impulsive, and I'm a camera guy, and I shot movies for a life, so I just thought it would be cool to give you guys like a backboard, just to give you more. Who doesn't want to see more behind the scenes? You know, it's just more behind the scenes of what's happening. I don't know. I thought it would be cool. When I'm into something and I'm into it, I want more of it. You know? Wow, there's the dollar pumping hard. Yikes. 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 Getting overbought, though. Camera should go right where the charts pump. Keep us guessing. I voted no, but I kind of like that spot. Lifer, you always said NGT is a great bear market crypto. Thoughts? Yeah, I think it's going to be a good. And it's actually up today, doing pretty well as well. Let's take a look at HNT on KuCoin. We talked about it falling out of this rising wedge. It did that. What a crazy wick. Is that Milan? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Two ideas it could go to. It fell down to the downside. Daly's beat to the ground, saying that that's a really good place to get in as you're oversold and you have the bullish divergence as well. Interesting. That bullish divergence is strong. It's strong. All right. I'm still in between whether I want to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin right now. Super chats, Adam, Weekly, and XRP. Two side by side. Dollar milkshake theory playing out in real time. Dollar milkshake theory. I don't know what that means. Look up how to turn it into a circle with a shadow beneath it. Looks more appealing that way. Maybe the people will like it better. I would say changing the angle slightly and then maybe zoom slightly to provide different perspective. That when you're saying something motivational, you switch views. Maybe one camera visible at any one time. However, add camera switching for that dynamic lifer action. I mean, we could add camera switching. Trust me, I could camera switch real fast. I could do it real quick. I could do it right now. I'm not quick at it. I could layer and then I could go back and forth. You know, it would be something like this. Watch, I'll get it. I'll show you how to camera switch. I do a la, baby. I do everything. La, baby. La, 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 la. Camera switching's a little hard, though. Can I camera switch? I'd have to set up a scene and go back and forth. Yeah, so you'd be like, you'd see me leave, right? And I'd just be here doing my thing. You'd be like, okay, that's what's going on. I get it. And then you'd be like, but then I'd have to actually take this one on and off. I'd have to hit the button so fast. I need my button tools. Yeah. Then I'd be like, okay, I reloaded. You know, it's funny. Yeah. Anyway, funny. I'm a little lighter today. I wonder why I'm so dark. Oh, maybe that isn't on me as much as it should be. There you go. That's a little more light. Oh, there it is. Huh. I had to point it down. HNT looks like it could break out of this falling wedge again to the upside. Measured move would break you up here. It's a beautiful coin with a beautiful project, and I could see it doing damage. For sure. So look out for this. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw this go up pretty nicely. I'm running out of steam. That's what happens at 12 o'clock. What's going on? What do you want?
You have to play with Summer in the kiddie pool today.
Well, I have to play with my daughter in the kiddie pool right now. All right, everybody? So I have to go jump into a kiddie pool. Yeah. If you guys want to see me in the kiddie pool, I guess I'll do a live stream from the kiddie pool. Who wants a live stream from the kiddie pool? I'm only here for the jokes, man. I think Bitcoin will rally after tomorrow hike till the next hike. Production quality could go down the toilet. I would still be here. H&D project is changing and not in a good way for current miners. Oh, that's sad. Adam on the weekly and the monthly. Cosmos for Binance here. Adam on the weekly. Perfect time to accumulate Adam on the weekly. I mean, it's beat to the ground. Look at that. You bought Adam here, bought them. Bought Adam here, bought them. Bought Adam here, lower than that previous bottom. Very oversold in the RSI. It hasn't been this low since this bottom. It's kind of telling you that this bottom is that bottom. Very, very low. Crazy. Look, it made a diamond that came in from the top, kind of. Oh, no, a diamond that came in from the bottom. Look. To me, it made a diamond, and diamonds break to the downside, right? Look at that. Pretty obvious. Isn't that amazing? The TA just does exactly what it's supposed to do. It never plays you. If you try butterfly swimming in the kiddie pool, it would probably rack in some subscribers. Kiddie pool might get you banned. Use the time with your daughter, not work. You funny, man. Go use the time with your daughter, not work. You funny, man. Yes, kiddie pool live, man. Pool party and trading, I'm down. Cannonball. MS creeps will want a live stream from the kiddie pool, man. Don't forget your armbands. Gonna send you the link to how for the Roadcaster. You'll love it. Oh, yeah. No, I know how to do it, Dustin, but send me the link anyway. I just don't have the time, Dustin. Like, it would take me 30 minutes today, and I don't even know if I have it, but I will. I'll try to get it. I need an assistant to come in here and do stuff like that. Like go to my Roadcaster and program it with this. Like, set up I got a Stream Deck too, bro. I got a Stream Deck. And so the Stream Deck will take care of all that, you know. Water wings to the upside, baby. Let's take a look at Bitcoin before I get out of here and do our last Bitcoin update for the socials for, you know, just what we do every day. So Adam on the weekly, yes, great time to accumulate. Great time to accumulate, in my humble opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. All right? Please get a financial advisor and make sure, you know, your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. XRP is in a beautiful cup and handle. Beautiful cup and handle. With a massive, massive target to a new all-time high of $2 and 35 cents. $2.35. Nah, XRP was $3.31 at one point, right? Yeah, so, but this is on Binance. USDT, it didn't have a USDT pair. But there's a cup and handle. You're at the 886 retracement. I don't know how much lower you can go. You're beat to the ground on the weekly. This is a great time to accumulate a coin. You know, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any coin, project, or trade. But yes, at the end of the day, I mean, XRP looks like it could get all the way to the target at 256. XRP showing signs of life. And then this would make a double bottom. The target for the double bottom would be 382. You see what I'm saying? So I'm bullish on XRP. I hold 15,000 XRP, and I think I'm going to hold a few more. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Calling yourself crypto lifers, jumping on in, and getting ready for that next run. XRP, long term, baby. XRP, long term. And let's take a look at Cadena real fast. Just looks very bullish to me. Still looking very bullish to me on the 1 hour, you know. Don't forget about Cadena. I believe it's my trade of the day. Cadena is the trade of the day. So hold up. Every once in a while, I do a trade of the day, everybody. My name is Crypto Lifer. Today, the trade of the day to me is Cadena. Why? Because it's low on the 1 hour, low on the 15-minute. It's defying what Bitcoin's doing, honestly. And I bet if I go to KDA, I'm playing the USDT pair. I really like what it's doing here in this falling wedge. If it can hold support at $1.54, it's likely to break up for a beautiful 21% gain to $1.92. That is the trade of the day, everybody. I also go live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I also do a weekly class, Tuesdays from 3 to 5. It's $99. I also do a MetaMask course, and I also have a $99 Discord. If you want to jump on into any one of those, find me on YouTube, find me on TikTok, find me all over the webs, and I'll see you there. Trade of the day, Cadena. Make sure you learn your technical analysis, apply it, and if it fits your trading style, this just might be the trade for you. I'll see you on the next live stream. Thank you. All right, so cool. That's just something quick we could put out maybe, right? Real fast and easy, down and dirty. Okay, so Bitcoin, what are you doing? So here, before I leave here, we'll do our Bitcoin update. So last but not least, here's our Bitcoin update. Sideways on the 15-minute does want to push to the downside. However, if we are getting a lot of shorts and we get pinned, you'll see this flip up and we will blast out of this. I am seeing this tiny little shoulder, head and shoulder. It tried to break up, but it got rejected by this resistance. The resistance area here is 22,900, 22,850. We're back down in the side pocket here at 22,574 in this is the little side pocket, tiny little area. Now, this is a bear flag. It looks a lot like that. I also took this fractal. What I did is I found the fractal here, and I took it from here, and then I just expanded it, and I saw how eerily similar it was, okay? And you shrink it down to size and make it match, and you can see, I mean, it's very, very similar, okay? And that last one dumped. So if you take the whole fractal like that, right? So I could even just, what I'll do is I won't take the whole fractal again because it'll take some time. But what I can do really easily is just take the bars pattern here, grab it, take it from here to here, and then I can add this to here, right? And that's kind of where we're, like, that's, you know, it's just. So it's likely we're going to hit and that's the exact target of my next area, which is pretty crazy. So the fractal plays out. I'm seeing a fractal here for Bitcoin to the downside. So most likely, I believe Bitcoin will drop to the downside to about 19,886. However, it's not guaranteed. We could still swing up in a short squeeze to the upside. I'm about 60-40 on it right now. 60 that the short's happening, 40% it could. So look for this. Look for us to break on out. How do you figure out what's going to happen? Watch small time frames and put them into flags. If they stay inside of flags and they break out bullishly, like so, watch this 7-minute inside the end of this channel here. And if the 7-minute can get bullish, it may just break you out to the upside here. See this? So I track 7-minute and bleed it into the 15. See if we can break above certain resistance points. If that happens, then I stay bullish. If we don't, we get rejected, I switch bearish. So the smaller time frames teach me what to do once I see my overall bigger trajectory and I kind of see the probability of the bigger time frame. There's your Bitcoin update. Stay true, stay strong, stack those sats, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live. What an amazing day it is to be alive. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace out. I'll see you all in the trading group. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.